Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Why am I floating? I fixed this shit. What the fuck? There we go. How is everyone? We doing good tonight? We're doing awesome. We're doing good. I'm fucking floating again. What the fuck? Alright, I'm not even gonna pay attention to that. We're doing more Doki. Hi, Virus.
Hey.
That works, right? Alright, yeah, we're doing more...
Simple intro.
We're doing more Doki. Fun times to be had. I did my usual thing where I don't fucking have the game ready. Fuck me. Let's play some more. Let's do it. Let's fucking... Yeah. Alright, and... There we go. For once, I'm gonna let you see before the fucking audience does.
Alright, heck yeah. That's good. That's a great honor.
Yeah. You're welcome. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care about this shit. There you go.
Okay, let's see. There we go.
Why is the fucking capture not working? Yeah. Alright.
This menu just freaking encapsulates Yuri's freaking life right now.
I love that the menu is just like, yeah, this is what you're in for. She's just chilling here forever. Alright, so let's do the fucking recap. Let's do this shit. Alright, so last time Yuri was continuing to have a shit life, but she's married now, and now she can't have kids and she's sad about it. And that's about it.
Yeah, she lost. Not only did she lose her baby, she also lost her ability to have any more babies.
Yes. Did I?
I just love how when you haven't been like watching this series, and we just say the recap, it's just like, what the heck, man? Like, what is this mod about? You know?
It's about Yuri having a shit life. Oh well. Time to see how much work
everything out of context just sounds freaking weird.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to get rid of the chat box for tonight so that I'm not covering up too much stuff. But let's begin.
Yep, let's do it.
Thermos tea isn't nearly as good as fresh tea from the coffee shop, but it is cheaper. Every little bit helps. While eating, I check the messages on my phone. By the way, I must say that she is attempting to adopt, so they're saving money for that. I just had to clarify that since she talked about money. That's all. It had been going off while I was working and didn't have time to check it.
Ooh, dang. Okay. Well,
there is a lot here. Alright, so... Yeah, we're just gonna read the whole thing, because I don't know if we read any of this yet.
Yeah. Alright, let's do this.
Here goes nothing.
Baby born without problems. Both of us are happy and healthy. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. Thanks, Yuri.
So have you decided on the name yet?
Not quite. We can't agree. I want to name her Chris after my brother. But Rikiyu wants to name her Akiko after the friend that introduced us.
Monica, it's super weird to name your child after your brother. Please don't
Chris.
do
I think
that.
it's probably be like a K-R-I-S.
Oh, God.
How about Crisco as a compromise?
Costco? Alright.
Yeah.
Appreciate the suggestion, but I don't think we'll give our baby a name that sounds like shortening.
Sayori is a nice name for a baby.
Our baby's a boy. Wait, what? Hold on, I'll read that back. Hold on, go back. Did they say it was a daughter, or is it just a...
Wait, what? Her?
Look, right there, look.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Monica, what?
Oh, okay,
What
okay,
are you
okay.
doing here?
What? Okay, alright, let's just keep going.
This
Just
is
don't question it.
confusing.
But Chris is a girl's name. And so is Akiko.
We would make Akiko masculine by changing it to Makiko. And Chris is a name that can go either way.
So could Sayori if you use it that way.
Sorry, Sayori, but that's not happening.
Damn it.
I'm
Type
at a
of
loss.
mess.
Okay, so they're having a boy, okay?
Yeah.
But she used, like, her and them. Her and she.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, truthfully.
Maybe it was just a typo. Oh well.
It must have been. That was the last message, and the timestamp was over an hour ago.
How about Yuri?
No way.
Yuri?
Yuri.
Sorry, Yuri. But like I told Sayori, it's a boy. Not Yuri. Yuri. What kind of name is that? It's a male variant of mine. Like Akiko to Makiko.
Sorry, Yuri, but
No offense, Yuri, but it sounds made up.
sorry, Yuri, but my husband fucking hates you. Dang, she caught me.
Okay, I did a quick warp search, and Yuri apparently is an actual name.
No way. I'm surprised. I didn't know it was an actual name. I really had made it up as a joke just now.
But Rikuyo and I agree we're not naming our baby that.
Bastards. Fuck them. Hey, how about you call him Nate?
It's a badass name.
He can be in Fallout.
It could be he could be John Fallout.
You should name your child John Fallout. For me. Your best friend. It looks like Natsuki.
Because you're already falling out with your friend anyway.
I laugh a little at her suggestion. It's not a joke, Yuri. Fuck you.
I know. You can compromise by naming him Makiko Chris.
I know, you name him Chris-chan.
You should name him Chris-chan. But just call him by his initials because that's a little long.
Ah.
MC2?
So, you're suggesting we name our son MC?
Maybe. Lol.
Okay. Time to come clean.
Why? Moniker, what are you trying to say here?
The baby's a girl. I just said boy because I didn't want all of you to keep suggesting we name her after one of you.
God fucking damn you, Monica.
Okay, alright.
So it
alright,
did
so
make
she did mean to
sense.
say her and she. Okay.
Sad.
Nothing against your names.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure, Monica. Fuck you.
Sure, Monica. I just know that if we did, the other two of you would feel slighted. Hold on. Rikuya and I are working out a compromise.
I love that we've never fucking seen Monica's husband ever. Oh, hell
I
yeah.
swear to
Thank
God.
you for
I
the
swear to
follow.
God. I was like, if it's like some kind of like somebody that looks similar to like one of the girls or something.
It's gender bent Yuri.
Oh.
Finally. Holy shit.
Oh,
Yuri!
oh my God. Okay, like the
Yuri,
freaking.
you're following us. Let's go. Are
like
you
the
ready
freaking,
to see?
Oh my God! Like the freaking preview images. Don't tell me that's him.
Wait. Oh no. Don't show
Oh,
me.
no.
Don't show me. I want to be surprised. I set my phone down to take some more bites of my sandwich while waiting for Monica to respond. Finally, I hear the reply.
We're naming her Akiko. That's a compromise?
Why were you gonna name her Chris anyways?
Yeah, why don't you just name Chris? Just put a K. Since Chris can go either way, I will use that name to name for our next child, even if it's a boy.
I love that because of the like hiding feature. I can just make it so that Yuri gets so pissed off that she puts her phone down and just takes a moment. It's like,
You
this
gotta take a
fucking
breather, Yuri.
bullshit. Dang, I was really hoping for Nat or Nate.
It's a badass name still.
You should have named your child Nate. I don't care if it's
So
a
he can
woman.
become Big Nate.
Finally.
Akiko, a good name. Glad you have it figured out.
Didn't we say that one of these people is like canonically the like, oh yeah, that's right, we talked. That can't happen now. We joked about how Yuri was the fucking matriarch of the Miki family, but that can't happen now. She's barren.
Yeah, now it can't freaking happen. It's gone. It's just I like how no matter how hard we try to freaking incorporate that, it just all these freaking curveballs come and just destroy it.
The lore is not loring right now.
Alright, anyway. The lore is not loring.
Game theory. Is Yuri actually the great-great-grandmother of the fucking Fallout 1 protagonist?
Oh my god,
There
shut up.
is no evidence of this. I just think it's cool.
Stupid.
Alright.
Yes, and don't forget to send us pictures from time to time, too. I will.
I wait a bit, but the conversation is apparently over as my phone doesn't chirp again. Set my phone down and focus on my lunch. I'm a bit surprised by Sayori suggesting MC as a name. Sayori hasn't said anything directly, but I've been getting the feeling she and him have been fighting more than usual. Oh no.
Oh, gee, you think? I never could have guessed.
All couples argue. Even Doki Doki John and I have had some rather heated discussions since getting married.
Doki Doki.
I am concerned about the two of them. Oh no.
Oh no.
Though I may be a little bit biased against MC right now. We've never been close. Even in the literature club, we were more friendly than actual friends. But about a month after Edward was born and I was visiting him with Sayori, helping with the kids, was when MC accused me of trying to live vicariously through them. The worst part was I couldn't deny it. If I'm being honest with myself, that is what I had been doing. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. Coming over. I don't know who that fuck you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The universe, I guess. Coming over to help take care of their children so that in my mind I could pretend I was caring for my own. Already, Yuri? Like way back just a year or two after high school? That's fucking crazy, Yuri. Even though he was right, Yuri. And I was being selfish, it still hurt my feelings. I stopped visiting them as frequently as I had been, and began avoiding MC himself. Still often chat with Sayori, though. I wish MC and I were on better terms for Sayori's sake, if nothing else. By the way,
you don't want to be in better terms with that punk. Frick that guy.
We're stopping the bit of me being MC right here.
Yeah, yeah.
I want no part of this.
This is not Stripe, man. It's just not.
I want no part of this.
Stripe would never. Stripe is nice to me.
I finish my sandwich and check the time. I find I don't have time to read like usual. That's okay. Chatting with my friends was more important than my book. Character development. I pack everything up and head back to work.
Oh, new setting.
Yuri, I don't think you want to go into the fucking warehouse. I'm in the back of the store verifying our next order of books to submit when one of the store employees comes in.
Okay, I got this guy.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, boss, there's a delivery for you.
I checked the calendar.
But we don't have any shipments scheduled for today. Oh, it's not a book shipment, it's a delivery.
A delivery?
For you personally.
Oh shit. Curious, I follow him to the front of the store where I see a small bouquet of assorted flowers. I smile as I read the note. To my lavender love. From Doki Doki John. God, this guy. I know he sent them to try and cheer me up because of Monica's baby. While I'm doing okay, I appreciate the thought.
A secret admirer, perhaps? No, it's my husband. I wish my... Oh! No, we're keep going.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I wish
They're
my
just
boyfriend
gay.
did stuff like that.
They're,
Yeah, exactly.
Either they're gay or they have the same voice condition that Natsuki apparently has.
Why do you think I married him?
I take the flowers and set them out of the way, but still visible. While I'm a little concerned of the expense, I'm certain he didn't go overboard. Besides, as the proverb says, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And we all know what Yuri does when she is a dull boy. That didn't work. If we focus too much on working towards the adoption, then it will hurt ourselves and our relationship. That's why neither of us have taken a second job either. Go into the back to finish up the book order.
See you tomorrow. Aren't you taking your flowers? No, I'm leaving them here so I can show them tomorrow.
I came in the next day and they were all fucking dead.
Every single one of them were dead. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have put them in. Maybe I shouldn't have put them all the way in the back of the library.
Maybe I should have put them in a fucking vase with water.
Yeah, maybe I should have just watered them. Okay then. All right. Okay. Have a good evening. I will.
Instead of going straight home, I head to the public library. I'm trying to plan a last-minute date with Doki Doki John tonight. It's important for us to continue dating each other even though we are now married. Besides, I want to do something special for him since he was thoughtful enough to send me flowers. Being careful with money means we've learned to get creative with activities. I start by finding a science fiction movie I think he'll like. Our library rents movies for free, as well as books, so it's become our primary source for them. Sure, we have to wait a while for new releases, but we've been able to put away all the money we'd been spending on movie tickets and streaming services right into the baby fund. Dinner...
right before Blockbuster burned to the ground?
Yes. Dinner, popcorn, and a fun movie would normally be enough, but I want to do something a little extra special tonight.
Oh god. Oh,
Yuri,
God, no.
I swear to fuck if you pull the goddamn strawberry out again, I'm going to lose it.
Oh god.
I begin browsing the shelves looking for ideas on something to do. Something inexpensive that might be fun to try, preferably interactive. Yuri, I swear to God. Cooking, not tonight. Quilting, too involved. Knitting, need to buy yarn. Scrapbooking, doesn't sound interesting to me. Traditional tea ceremonies. I would really enjoy that, but I know it isn't something Doki Doki John would be terribly excited about. Then I spot a book on folding paper airplanes. Perfect.
Oh my god.
We have plenty of paper at home and we can unfold them afterwards for reuse. Oh my god, we've reached like peak levels of sadness. They're folding paper airplanes
Hey, Sean,
for
here's what you're
fun.
supposed to do. Here's fold this corner right here, and there you go. You have a paper airplane.
Yuri, if
Now
you're
the next
still
step is
watching
here's
this,
a
I'm
loaded
sorry.
handgun. Now what we're gonna do is shoot ourselves because this is
No!
horrible.
Yuri, you're not allowed to do that anymore. I check out the book and movie and catch the bus home. I happen to arrive home before Doki Doki John does today. I'm a little surprised. He usually gets home before me, and I did stop at the library. But sometimes he is late, especially if his project is across town. I look in our kitchen and consider what we have for dinner. I'm hungry, but can't decide what I want to cook. Seems like figuring out what to cook is the hardest part of cooking at times. Go through our
Unless- not
pantry and
unless you
refrigerator
have, like,
and
lunch
see
and
what
meat.
we have. Yuri specifically eats fucking ham sandwiches every single day. Noodles, cans of soup, fruit, bread, sour cream, a can of whipped cream.
No.
Yuri, I know I said no strawberry, but I'm putting this on the list too, damn it. It might be used later for dessert. In the back of the fridge, I find a container full of something. I begin coughing violently on cracking the lid. I had forgotten about those leftovers. After disposing of the health hazard, I continue my search. I stop on finding some uncooked hamburger. That opens up a lot of possibilities. Did you forget about the fucking hamburger? Because you might need to check it
What's
then.
an uncooked hamburger? What is it, like a pre-made hamburger? It's just the patty's just frozen.
I guess so. I hope
Take it
so.
apart and just grill it.
Because if she fucking forgot about it, then if it wasn't frozen, then it's fucked. I double check the cans of soup again and see we have cream of mushroom. Perfect. Cream of mushroom, sour cream, hamburger, and noodles are all I need for a quick meal. I start browning the hamburger.
You mean the hamburger meat, not the hamburger?
There he is. I'm still cooking when Doki Doki John arrives home. Hey, Stroganoff for the night. I'm gonna have to get into this fucking voice. It's been too long.
It sucks because all I see is Natsuki's freaking dad, man.
It's so hard not to. I hope there's a payoff for it just being that sprite. I hope there's some kind
well, you know
of
what'd be better?
payoff.
Like before we set up one of these streams, we just go into the files and just replace his sprites with like our own sprites.
That would kind of be funny, yeah. Doki Doki
Just
mod,
replace it
but
with
we
Jonesy.
mod it. Okay, no, I just had a crazy fucking idea for like a fucking stream. We just like mod DDLC ourselves and replace everything with random images. That would be
Oh
horrible.
my god, that would be hell of a
Fucking-
freaking good stream right there.
Fucking SpongeBob. SpongeBob gets depressed.
You know what would be
No.
funny? To rewrite the dialogue too, but also kind of make it in the same vein of what's being said.
Yeah, we could do that potentially. That would take a while though, so that's not gonna happen
would
for a
take a
while.
while. Well, it's just not like the base game anyway. It's easy to mod.
Yeah, I mean that was the plan. I give him a tender kiss.
Doki Doki mod. Thank you for the flowers, my love.
He smiles. I thought you might need to pick me up.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah,
I didn't, but I still appreciate the thought. And I planned out a date for us after dinner.
oh, what kind of plans?
The kind that involves airplanes and time travel.
Did you fucking rent the 5th Indiana Jones movie? You know how I feel about that movie. He looks at me questioningly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on. You gotta look at the chat like freaking,
Chat? I don't.
No, not chat. Our Discord chat, real quick.
Oh, the other chat. Yeah.
Hold on, let's see.
Doki
Let's send
Doki
that.
John throws a paper airplane off the balcony. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all never see it.
No.
Y'all will never see it.
I don't know.
Look at it go.
Oops. That's another that made it all the way to the neighbor's yard.
Close your freaking windows.
No. I like the cool air.
Yeah, we'll need to go up there soon and tell them so we can pick them up.
This was a really great idea, hun. Thank you for coming up with it. I know my face doesn't show it, but I'm really enjoying this.
They could have at least had some better sprites of him smiling.
Yeah, they should have... Even if this wasn't their sprite, they should have edited it a little bit so that he could be happy. And not just
Because to me, it just seems like that freaking
miserable the whole time.
Yeah, it's like that miserable office worker or like freaking guy that always gets called upon by other people. He's just like freaking, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah. That's him. Canonic. I'll leave.
All right, let's see. Oh, thank you. I was hoping you'd have fun.
I am. Check out this design. He points to a page in the book.
Oh, that looks really complicated. Well, want to try it together?
Of course. And
And
if you look, you will not find me. That was the craziest, trippiest time traveler movie I've ever seen. It was great. I set the empty
What?
popcorn bowl on the floor.
I'm glad you liked it. The synopsis sounded like something you'd enjoy.
I absolutely did. I'm going to have to watch it again to figure out all of the stuff. I definitely did not read that wrong.
Tonight?
You didn't like it?
It was okay. Not really my thing. I would be fine watching it again, just not twice on the same night.
I smile as Doki Doki John holds me in his arms while I lay. What is with me today? Why am I reading these sentences weird? Oh my god! I told you no! I told you, Yuri! Yuri, I told you this. We cannot be talking about this constantly. After a few minutes, I turned to see if Doki Doki John might be interested in having Doki Doki sex. But his eyes are closed, and I realize his breathing is steady. He must be having a Doki Doki dream. I'm a little surprised.
Doki.
He's Doki Dokiing. I'm a little surprised he fell asleep so quickly at this hour. He's such a night owl. Work must have been busier than usual for him today. I lay my head on his chest and snuggle with him while he sleeps on the couch. And nothing happened.
1 year later.
Year 15.
So what, you'd be like 34?
Where the fuck are we? Did they get a new house?
No, okay, no. I think we're at a different somebody else's house.
Oh, we're at Yuri's house. Kind of.
Hey, Mom, we're here. Ugh. Okay, alright, let me see if I can figure out a voice for her.
You already voiced her like a while ago.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? But I forgot the voice.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, you two are early?
Oh my god. I picked up Yuri from work, and if we went home, we'd just have to turn right back around. So we decided to come over now. My mom is taking Doki Doki John and I out to dinner tonight. It's so cool, I have to stress tonight twice. We finally have enough money in the baby fund that tomorrow we're gonna go to an adoption agency and start filling out the paperwork. That was fast.
Damn, 1 year? Nice.
To be honest, we're both a little nervous. The $50,000 we have saved is a bit below the average cost of an adoption. But that's only an average. Also, it'll take quite some time for all the background checks and paperwork to go through, during which we'll continue to save.
Jeez, and one of y'all commit a crime or what?
I did. I got arrested for arson.
How did you get that?
I may or may not have experimented with a Molotov cocktail. I saw it in a movie once. It was really cool.
What? 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 Did you watch The Thing or what?
Yes, actually. Although we're probably still a year away from taking a child home with us. A year? Tomorrow will be a huge step towards our goal. On hearing it, my mom wanted to celebrate, which is why she is taking us out.
I like how she has Sayori's eyes, or is that Natsuki's or Sayori's eyes?
I don't know. I really cannot tell.
Huh. So, are your parents excited about the adoption too, Gene? Sean?
Yes, but they're a bit concerned about us moving too quickly, despite the fact that we've planned this for over 5 years.
Yeah, we're like 5 years.
My father thinks we should focus on buying a house first. And financially, it would make more sense.
It also would look good in the applications.
That too. However, we're concerned about our age as well.
You two aren't that old. You're only 33, Yuri. Yes, but Sean is 35 now.
Oh no. He's old!
Still plenty young.
35
It
is
seems
old,
like lots
guys.
of couples could have kids later in life now. Except
what? I love that we lost 3 viewers the moment I said 35 is old. It was a joke, guys! Come back! It's not a matter
people
of
are
us
sensitive about
selecting
their
a
age
child.
nowadays, man. We have to be chosen ourselves,
What the fuck do you mean?
and given a choice between a young family with many years
never
ahead of them.
And someone like me who will be pushing 50 when a baby graduates from high school.
Time just isn't on our side. We feel now is the best chance we'll ever have. Well, I'm very excited for you two, of course. And any judge that can't see how well you two would care for a child doesn't deserve to sit on the bench. Thanks, Mom, but I think you're a bit biased. Maybe, but let's not worry about that right now. Tonight, we celebrate. Let's leave now so we can beat the rush.
What's the lore
Look at
significance behind Yuri's mom having Sayori's mouth? What's the lore significance behind that?
Yeah, what is the lore significance?
So, should we just follow you or...
Nonsense. There's no point in wasting gas when we could just go together.
Mom has a point. Since he has longer legs, Doki Doki John sits in the passenger seat while I get in the back. That doesn't make much sense.
Doki John Longlegs just blew your mind.
How long are your legs, Doki Doki John?
So, where are you taking us anyway? I found a cute little tea shop that called the Shanghai a while back. We're going there.
I found a cool little bar called Club Funkin' a while ago. The place burned down, but they
No, it's
just
burned out.
reopened.
Oh, God, I got it back up and running. Who owns it now?
No one.
It's all
It's employee owned.
Nobody opened it. It just built it. No, everybody just built it. Just nobody runs it.
No one runs it. It's like a volunteer thing.
Volunteer over here. We need volunteers working at Club Pumpkin.
Yeah. You know. It's a community.
You must
thing.
have 5 years of music experience behind you.
Can you pour a
Never
drink?
heard of it.
Yes, you can.
Oh, it isn't local. That's one reason I wanted to carpool. It's a bit of a drive,
Wait, where the fuck are we going?
but it's the kind of place you'll love, Yuri. Oh? Do they do tea ceremonies there? I've always loved those. No! Inside, it looks traditional enough that you would think they do. However, it's more like a cafe that serves all kinds of teas, sandwiches, and desserts.
So what kind of sand? Look out for that truck! Oh shit! No! No!
No!
Doki Doki John, look out!
Please, no, don't die. No,
Oh my god.
John.
This is a Family Guy moment.
This is what happened. It's the same thing that happened to those two young people that like 10 years ago.
Oh, holy shit! Oh my god! Fucking
killed them too.
fucking foreshadowing. It was the same ambulance.
It's the same ambulance.
They were responding to Club Funk and burning down again. Oh my god.
Oh god.
I laughed so hard at that my model broke.
If y'all don't understand the Friday Night Funkin' jokes, you have to watch the cut for the freaking VOD cup like during the 24-hour stream. It is stupid, dude.
At some point, I might
included-
just have to fucking like stitch all of these together and release it as its own video.
Yeah.
I wake up hurting all over, especially my leg. At first, I'm a little confused, wondering why I'm in a hospital room. I slowly begin to remember the accident. Can't remember much. There was an oncoming truck that apparently lost control, and by truck I meant ambulance. Swerved into our lane. Mom tried to swerve out of its way, but it hit us almost head on, and then I was here. Obviously, I must have lost consciousness. I began to take stock of my situation. I'm all alone in the hospital room, so most likely Mom and Doki Doki John were hurt as well, otherwise they'd be here. My left leg is in a cast, which I'm guessing it must be broken. They have me hooked up to IVs and what feels like a catheter. I can move my limbs, which is a good sign. I ache all over and my leg is especially sore, but I don't feel any sharp pain anywhere. That, along with the fuzziness in my head, means I'm probably on some pretty strong pain meds. I don't see my glasses anywhere nearby. They're probably lost or broken. I forgot she has glasses.
Oh yeah.
That makes seeing difficult, but I don't think I'm going anywhere soon, so they aren't a priority right now. Since it seems my life isn't in immediate danger, my concern turns to Doki Doki John and my mother. How badly hurt were they? I know back then the owners of Club Funkin' fucking died, so I'm a little worried. I find the call button on the...
for that truck.
Oh my god, babe! Look out for that ambulance!
It was an ambulance that killed him.
Yeah, it was an ambulance. They were responding to the fire at Club Funkin'.
They're responding to the fire at Club Pumpkin.
I find the call button on the side of my bed and press it.
I like how all of our improvs always involve something burning down to the ground.
Not all of them.
Every single one of them, dude.
Yes.
My throat is dry, so it's hard to talk.
Me.
I'm trying to ask about my family, but that's the best I can do right now. I hope the nurse understands.
Oh, you're awake. I'll let the doctor know.
Hi. I'd wave if I can. I try again.
How's family?
I don't know. Is there anything I can get you?
Water?
This is your reminder to drink water, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a slight delay.
Yes, I can get you some water.
A few minutes later, the nurse comes in with a small cup of water. He puts the straw near my mouth for
The
me.
guy.
I'm glad that I did that voice for a dude. That's awesome.
Just little sips to start with.
I suck on the straw more
It's
than I
like
should have
Mandark.
and begin coughing as I choke. The nurse takes the water away. Thank you for distracting me.
Careful.
Okay.
Just getting my mouth moistened has helped me a lot.
Thanks.
Of course. How is your scale on the pain scale of 1 to 10?
How was your scale on a pain of 1 to 10? You should just went with it. It just
I
makes
should've.
sense.
The pain
4.
scale. Anywhere specific?
This is like slowly
My medical course
metamorphosizing.
that I heard all over.
He makes some notes on the computer. I feel myself getting drowsy and begin closing my eyes.
Go ahead and rest a bit if you want.
The doctor will see you soon. Ominous.
Okay. He'll wake your ass up soon.
Oh, he'll wake you up.
I don't really sleep, but I do doze a little. I'm not certain how long I wait before I'm startled awake by the door opening. My head feels much less fuzzy than it was before.
Oh yeah, the same Doctor Sayori, right? Or
It's the
It's
same doctor. It's always the same doctor.
Everything. All right, I'm trying to remember the voice. All right, let's see. Oh, good, you're awake. My family. Oh, it's good you have questions, but I need to ask you some first. So first, what is your name? Yuri, don't you know? Oh, I'm just trying to check your knowledge and comprehension, don't worry. Do you know where you are at the moment? A hospital. St. Vincent's, I'd guess. Oh, yes, that's right. Do you know what day it is today? Tuesday. At least it was when we got hit. Oh, close enough. It's Wednesday. Next day. The next day? Damn.
Keeps asking me questions as he checks my extremities. He made certain I was able to feel and move all my fingers and toes.
Oh, let's see. So, you have a broken leg and a concussion. Because of the concussion, we want to keep you for observation for at least a day, maybe 2. My mom and husband, they were in the car with me. Are they okay?
He sighs.
Your mother didn't make it.
Damn.
What?
I begin to tear up.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. She didn't make it. And Sean, my husband. Oh, your husband's alive, but he's in intensive care at the moment.
Doki Doki John is still alive. For now.
Oh,
For now. I'm
For
not
now,
actively
what are you talking about, Doctor?
I'm not actively cheering the death of Doki Doki John. Nope.
How bad is he? Is he going to make it? Can I talk to him?
Say goodbye to him.
Well, unless something unexpected happens, he'll live.
I breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, he's awake. Been worried about you too, to be honest. However, he badly injured his spine and will most likely be paralyzed for life. Oh my god.
God. The doctor keeps talking a bit about the details of Doki Doki John's condition, but my mind is having trouble comprehending most of what he says.
Well, I understand this is a lot to take in. I know, and I'm sorry. When can I see him? Well, once we're certain you're okay with yourself. For now, let's just go ahead and let your body recover. Tomorrow we'll talk about it when you will be released. But before then, I'm also going to have one of our grief counselors talk to you as well. Grief counselor? Yes, you suffered a serious loss, and they will also be able to help you with final arrangements. Of course. Well, with that, do you have any questions? No. Not right now. Okay then. Take it easy.
He leaves my room, and I try to process everything that happened. Will Doki Doki John ever be able to come home? How am I going to care for him and still work? How can we even afford basic necessities with just my job? Can we still adopt? No.
No.
I entered Doki Doki John's room a couple of days later. I just got discharged, and this has been my first chance to visit him since the accident. I'm still not used to using crutches.
Oh, he's got a beard.
He looks at me with his eyes and smiles as he sees me, but doesn't otherwise move. Hey, hun. I want to rush up and embrace him, but I'm scared about hurting him.
Hello, my love.
I just stand there, uncertain of what to say or do. He's hooked up to various monitors, IVs, and something that makes a repetitive hissing noise. I notice that in the bed he is in is slowly tilting him from side to side. I watch as it tilts him away from me so we can't see each other. I hobble over to the far side of the bed, but by then it is already rolled back. Sorry, it does that. I sit down on a chair and wait for it to roll back. I'm glad to see you up and about, even with that bruise on your face. I was worried you wouldn't wake up in the car. I was worried when, that is.
A bad knock and a broken leg. Given what happened, I'm relatively unscathed. Did they tell you about my mom yet?
They didn't have to. I knew she didn't survive before they pulled us out. I didn't know he remained conscious through the entire accident. Wish I knew what to say. Reach out and hold his hand. Feels warm and alive, but unresponsive. We just sit there looking at each other the best we can with the bed rocking back and forth. I silently wonder what we will do. It's the day of my mother's funeral. It was a lot of work setting up, especially since I had to do everything myself. Didn't help that my phone was destroyed in the accident and all my contacts had been on it. I tried to include Doki Doki John in making decisions as much as I could, but we both know it would just make work for him. I really wish he could be with me right now, but of course he's still in the hospital. I'm so alone right now. Had to come early to work out some details, final details. But even when others arrive, it'll be a small crowd. Besides myself, my mom has no surviving relatives. It means it'll just be me and some of her friends. In the chapel, I see some pews roped up with a sign telling people that it's reserved for family. I don't want to sit there all by myself, alone. I remove the ropes and signs.
Alright, let's see. I am so sorry for your loss. Your mother was such a wonderful woman. Thank you. She always enjoyed your games of golf together.
Yuri's mom was a golfer.
She's a golfer?
Sayori,
Wait,
I'm
Sayori?
here? Did she ever tell about the time we... Wait, that wasn't me speaking.
Wait. Oh, okay, it was Mortar. Did she ever tell you the time that I was... excuse me. There's someone here I really need to speak with. Oh, of course.
I hobble over towards Sayori with my crutches.
Hey, Sayori. I'm glad you can make it.
Sorry I was late.
I give her a quick hug.
That's okay. Like I said, I'm glad you could be here at all. Is it just you? I don't see MC or the kids.
Yeah, I came alone.
I'm glad you made it at least.
I sit down on a nearby pew. It's difficult to stand for long on only one leg. Sayori sits down next to me.
So, how is John? You haven't said much after telling us he was paralyzed.
I sigh.
That pretty much sums him up at the moment. The good news is that he didn't actually break any vertebrae. He aren't certain why he's paralyzed and suspect his spine got wrenched. He still has no feeling or movement below his neck.
If there's anything I can do...
I know. Unfortunately, there's nothing to do right now for Sean. We're taking things one day at a time.
But what about you?
What about me? Like it's a clean break, that should heal fine. And there doesn't seem to be any permanent damage from the concussion.
No, what about you? John is in the hospital and you've lost your mom. That's a lot to have on your plate all at once. You look terrible, and I don't mean your leg and bruises. When was the last time you slept or ate?
I look down. I don't want to admit that between John planning the funeral and dealing with my mom's estate, I've had nothing but catnaps and vending machine snacks the past week.
That's what I thought. Go home, read a book, have some tea. I'll stop by later with dinner.
But
No buts.
But...
What did I just say about no buts?
What about Jean? I haven't visited him yet today.
Well, tell him I'm a meanie that won't let you visit.
He won't believe that.
You're right. He'll know I'm forcing you to take care of yourself because you're not doing it on your own.
I try to scowl at her, but my heart isn't in it. I know she's right. John has even mentioned in the past few days that I look exhausted. I sigh.
I don't have the luxury of just sitting back and...
It's not about luxury, it's a necessity.
But what if Sean needs me?
The doctors and nurses can care for him better than you can.
What if something happens and these are my last days with him?
Sayori hugs me.
Then you'll need to go on without him, no matter how much you don't want to.
I
don't want to go on without him. The thought had never entered my conscious thoughts before, but now that Sayori vocalized it, I can tell it's been deep, buried deep within me ever since the accident. Am I intentionally burning myself out so that when he dies, I'll follow him? start to cry on Sayori's shoulder. I don't want to be alone again.
What am I going to do?
You're gonna go home, relax, and let me bring you dinner. You'll visit John tomorrow, but not the entire day, so that you can have time to care for yourself. That way, when John comes home, even if he's still paralyzed, you'll be able to help him the best you can. She said when he comes home. For some reason, the stress, adrenaline, and sheer willpower that I've been running on the past week leave me, and I'm just left with the exhaustion. I'm suddenly so tired that, even though I'm already sitting, I practically collapse onto Sayori.
How can you be so optimistic about something like this?
Years of practice. Come on, let's go.
I can't leave. I need to stay and talk to everyone.
Nope.
But everyone here...
Wants to help you, and if you just tell them you need to go home, they understand.
I look around and see almost everyone has already left, and the few that remain apparently heard our conversation and are ready to leave.
Thank you.
I can barely get the words out.
It's the least I can do. Especially since you've saved my life at least twice.
What?
I said I hope you like rice. It's what I'm bringing you for dinner tonight.
I smile.
Sounds great.
I stand up with my crutches, and Sayori helps me out of the church.
Sorry for not visiting yesterday. Sayori forced me to go home and sleep after the funeral.
I'm glad she did. You look much better today, hun. I've been worried about you.
I've been worried about you too.
Of course you have. I'm fucking paralyzed. The rolling of the bed moves him away from where I can see him. It does this so that the blood doesn't just pool on his back as he lays there. We've both gotten used to it by now and just wait for it to roll him back into my view.
I'm planning on starting to pack all of our belongings in our apartment. I'll be inheriting my mom's house, so we might as well move there. It has so much more space for medical equipment so that when you leave the hospital, I can care for you better.
I see the look of concern on John's face before the bed rolls him out of my view again.
His teeth.
He's like, oh.
I know the doctor hasn't said anything about releasing you yet, but you seem stable. You're breathing on your own and you can eat normal without help.
But I'll be just lying there. Forever.
We'll be together. That's what matters. And we can look into one of those motorized wheelchairs you control with just your head, so you can move around the house.
I'll just be a burden on you. I carefully put my arms around him. I don't want to hurt him.
You will never be a burden to me, my love.
I let go of him before the bed rolls away again.
And your spine was hurt, but not broken. So there's still a slight chance you might regain some movement or feeling.
Very slight according to the doctor, but... Out of the corner of my eye, I see a small shift from the far end of the bed. Turn my head to look.
Did you just move?
Huh? I don't think so. I've been trying off and on like the doctor asked me, but so far nothing.
I thought I saw your foot move. Try again.
I stare intently at the part of the blanket covering his feet. Not even a twitch. Gah. Anything. If it did move, I couldn't feel it.
Try moving your toes.
My heart leaps as I see the blanket move a bit.
It moved.
It did. I can't really see my feet well from here. Can you raise the bed up so I can see better?
You know the nurse told us not to change the positioning of your bed. It's dangerous with the way it rolls. But let me untuck your feet.
Uncover them and see that the big toe on his right foot is wiggling back and forth. I put a pillow underneath it for him. Thanks, I can see it now. I really am moving it. I pinch it. Yuri...
Do you feel that?
Nothing.
Can you move any of your other toes?
I'm trying to move everything I can right now. None of his other toes are moving but the one. A quick chance... A quick check of his hands confirms there isn't any twitching or movement there either.
Looks like it's just that one. But still, that's encouraging. If you've regained the use of a toe, you might recover more.
Maybe.
Happy thoughts.
He sighs. You're right. Happy thoughts. It may not seem like much, but yesterday I would have said this is impossible. We spend the rest of the day celebrating the miracle of a single moving toe. Toes.
1 year later.
Year 16.
So he's 36 and she is 34?
34.
Okay.
No way.
Are you sure you don't want anything else, my love?
No, I can do it.
Okay.
He clumsily grasps the spoon with his entire hand. I watch as he jerkily puts it in his bowl of soup. I can see an intense look of concentration on his face. He slowly lifts the spoon out of the bowl. While I know he's being as careful as possible, yeah. His hand is still incredibly shaky, and most of the soup on his spoon is falls back into the bowl.
Oh, it sounds like you need to take a break from narration.
I'm fine. Only a tiny bit of broth remains in the soup. The spoon. But that's good enough for him right now. He opens his mouth and tries to bring the spoon towards it. For a minute, I think he might succeed, but his arm suddenly jerks, spilling what's in the spoon onto his bib. Shit!
Language.
No. I'm sorry. It's just...
No. No.
Makes a fist with his other hand and bangs the table with it.
Sean, you're being too hard on yourself.
He really is. His recovery has been a little short of miraculous. He is now what the doctors call a walking quadriplegic. In the weeks after moving his toe, he slowly began regaining the ability to move and even feel on the rest of his body. It hasn't been easy, and he's had to do a lot of physical therapy. His ability to feel, his physical strength, seems to come and go. While still confined to a wheelchair on a good day, he is able to stand up with help now. It makes moving him from the wheelchair to a chair or his bed something we can do without medical lifts. Though, on a bad day, he gets extremely fatigued and has trouble getting out of bed. Despite his trouble with the soup, today is actually one of his better days. Fine motor control is extremely difficult for him. However, he's been determined to try and regain it, which is the real reason he's insisting on eating spoon with the soup. If he really just wanted to eat some soup, he would have asked for a straw like usual.
If he really just wanted to eat some soup, if he really wanted to eat some spoons.
If he really wanted to eat some spoons, he would have asked for a
just go into
straw
the kitchen
as
drawer.
usual.
It's only been 6 months. Your doctor and physical therapist would have told you many times that you've regained so far is incredible. Most people with your type of injuries never move again, and you can actually stand.
He has a stand?
He has a stand.
Badly.
It's better than a motorized head-controlled wheelchair like we thought would happen.
He closes his eyes and sighs. You're right. It's just... I feel so useless that I'm nothing but a burden on you.
I've told you before that you are not a burden.
But if it weren't for me, you might still be able to.
Stop talking like that. I've told you before, I love you. I'm not leaving you, and you're not leaving me.
That better not be foreshadowing.
I hope not.
Not even for go away. I look at the clock.
Monica will be here soon, and I'd like to clean up a little before she arrives.
Moniker!
Monica?
It is Monica May.
Do you want to try again with the spoon, or do you want me to go get you a straw?
I want to keep practicing with the spoon, but can you also get me a straw for later?
Of course.
Stand up and get a straw and an empty glass. Put the straw in the glass and sit on the table. Close enough for him to reach, but far enough that he isn't likely to knock it over if his arm jerks unexpectedly.
Could you
I
just
do
put
it
the
this
straw in
way.
the soup?
Yes. She didn't want to. I do it this way because he can't move his fingers delicately enough to pick up a straw lying on its side on its own. Well, there you go. It just answered your question.
Okay, well that's great. Alright.
But a straw sitting upright in a glass he can grasp in a fist. I also get a towel and set it within his reach as well. We both know he will need it. As I leave the kitchen, I look back and see him trying to carefully lift the spoon out of the bowl. He's still so shaky, the soup spilling out of the spoon again. Even if he reaches his mouth, I don't think there'll be anything left in the spoon to actually eat. But I know how determined he is to be able to regain everything he used to be able to do before the accident, so I leave it to him.
Hell yeah.
The living room isn't too messy, but I do need to pick up the clothes on the floor. Doki Doki John tried to sort our dirty clothes today while I was at work. The funny little guy. He actually did pretty well, getting most of his clothes separated into whites and colors. I pick up the few remaining socks he was unable to handle on his own and then put the colored clothes into the washing machine. It's not a full load, so I head upstairs to get some clothes from my bedroom that I didn't bring down for him this morning. What do you mean your bedroom? Do you have separate bedrooms now? Actually, if it's upstairs, that would make sense.
Yeah.
In the upstairs hallway, I pause and look at the door to what had been my mother's room. Unlike most, this house doesn't have a master bedroom. The two upstairs bedrooms are identical. So I moved back into my old room and converted my mother's bedroom into a guest room. Because of the stairs, John's bed is downstairs in what would normally be the den. Maybe it's because my mom is here, maybe it's because of something else, but the house often feels empty to me, even when John and I are home. But I also frequently hear the deafening silence coming from the guest room.
Doesn't look like a freaking estate. It doesn't more look like just a simple goddamn apartment.
Yeah. You mean Natsuke's room? It's coming back. I turn away and go into my bedroom to get my dirty clothes so I can put them in the washing machine. After starting the washing machine, I check on Doki Doki John. He apparently had given up on using the spoon and is using the straw to drink his soup. He'd spilled quite a bit of it though, and despite the bib, it was quite a mess. Sorry about the mess.
It happens, and it's the only way you'll get better. Let's go change your shirt.
I'm going to need your help going to the bathroom too. I tried to hide my revulsion. I'm sorry. Helping him use the bathroom is my least favorite chore. Lifting him up out of the wheelchair onto the toilet isn't too bad, but he does have trouble wiping. Get a fucking bidet.
Yeah, exactly.
I put my hand on his...
to have one, right?
Yeah. I put my hand on his shoulder and smile at him.
In sickness and in health.
Yeah, but...
Remember how lucky we are that you have as much mobility as you do. You could easily still be needing diapers and bedpans.
I know. It's just... Put my arms around him and kiss him on the lips.
I love you.
I love you too.
You would do this for me if the situation was reversed, wouldn't you?
No. He smiles a little.
Oh, thank you for being blunt, Joe.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would.
Okay then, let's get you to the bathroom.
Thanks for the help with that. I know you don't enjoy it. I smile at him.
And I keep telling you it's okay.
Just as we both settle down on the couch together, we hear a knock at the door. That must be Monica.
I'll go get it.
This is the first time we've ever fucking met. I'm glad it took me getting hit by a fucking ambulance for her to finally show me.
Meet her, yeah.
I open the front door. Monica!
Oh my god.
Monica, what did you do?
Monica? Hey, Yuri. I hardly recognize you. I can't believe you got rid of your ponytail. You didn't think I'd have ribbons in my hair all my life, did you? I don't know. Sayori still wears that bow of hers from time to time. Some things never change, I suppose. Though, I think her hair has gone through more drastic changes than mine. What's with the braid?
New Yuri moment. New Yuri development.
New Yuri moment.
New Yuri model
She
has
just
dropped.
fits every freaking fantasy trope, doesn't she?
Who? Yuri?
Yuri.
Yes. I blush.
It's a compromise. A compromise? Sean likes long hair, but I had gotten used to it not being in the way all the time. So I grew it out again for him, but kept it in a braid for myself. It's an interesting look. You don't like it? It isn't that. I'm just not used to you with anything but straight long hair.
Monica, that was 16 years ago.
I know, this is 16 years ago. I haven't worn my hair like that since, well, it's been years. I know, I just don't see you in person enough and always remember you as you looked in high school. It's easy to forget how much we changed since then.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, come on in. No sense in standing in a doorway forever.
Oh no.
What the freak?
Oh no! Why? Why was I right? Why was I right? Monica, you need to explain yourself here.
Explain.
Explain yourself right now, Monica. I hadn't noticed him standing behind her in the doorway, but Ryo? Blah, 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 follows Monica into our living room. I don't know how to say his fucking name. Although I've seen pictures of him, and of course the wedding video, his name surprises me a bit.
Alright, let me voice this son of a bitch.
Are you doing his voice?
Yeah, you want me to, or did you want to take over?
You know what? He is just man Yuri, so you can do... It's Yowie!
Yeah, let me see if I can get this son of a bitch down.
He doesn't look like the kind of guy I would have expected Monica to date, much less marry.
No, not one bit.
Part of that may be the fact that he doesn't seem particularly attractive to me, though I really like his taste in clothes for some reason. Oh,
yeah,
you
sure
don't
you do.
say.
You don't say.
Of course it doesn't matter that he's not my type, just so long as he's Monica's.
Sean, meet Monica. Monica, this is Sean.
I've heard so much about you. It's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. He unsteadily holds out his hand towards her. She takes his hand and shakes it.
Likewise. And this, of course, is my husband, Rikuyo. Good to meet you. No, hold on. Good to meet both of you.
It's just Yuri.
Yeah, it's just Yuri.
It's
Hold on, I
just-
gotta try to ease myself into it, because it's supposed to be like a deeper Yuri.
Yeah.
Good to meet you, both of you.
That's pretty good.
So, tell me a bit about yourself, Sean. I'm a little curious about the guy that managed to meet Yuri's strict standards for a boyfriend.
I give her a side glance, but I see she's just teasing me in a friendly manner. Oh, it's not friendly. She fucking hates you.
She hates you.
Not much to say.
Hates you, Monica.
I'm a bit of a bibliophile.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you remarried another book lover. She always had her nose in one back in high school.
Huh. She still does.
So do you.
Which is why I don't complain when you do it. He winks at me.
Do you read horror or fantasy too?
Yuri has gotten me into some horror, but I prefer sci-fi and fantasy.
Oh, so you have a common genre you both enjoy.
Yes, but it means things get tricky for us when a new Everlast Saga book comes out. I bristle a little at remembering the last time that happened. Knew I should have bought each of us a copy instead of trying to share. I also enjoy tabletop RPGs.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Here we
you
go.
play Dungeons and Dragons?
I prefer GURPS myself, but games like that, yes.
So do I. I've been trying to convince Monica to play with me.
Monica's not a fucking nerd.
You should, Monica. It's quite fun. Sean convinced me to go to one of his game nights once, and I ended up joining the group. I have trouble picturing you playing games like that, Yuri.
Why? Why?
Why?
That is like the least surprising thing I've heard about Yuri in this entire fucking mod.
It was a natural extension of the board game group I was involved with in high school. I never knew you were into board games back then. I've always enjoyed them, and tabletop RPGs are like combining board games with literature. It's fun rolling dice and moving units around the map. But doing that and coming up with the story of Kshatriya, Swiftspark, Elven Wizardress, I absolutely love it.
Ha 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 ha. No kidding. She has over 10 pages of backstory.
Well, her family history is an important part of her motivation as a character.
Yes, but no one else in our group goes into such detail.
I barely even mentioned your cousins. So it sounds like you still enjoy writing. Did you ever finish a novel you were working on in high school? No, I haven't touched it in years, honestly. Oh my god.
You okay there, Yuri?
I seem to bounce between different forms of writing, my novels, short stories, poems. Currently, it's D&D characters and world building. Eventually, I'll probably get bored with that and move on to something else. Like manga? Probably not that, unless you think stick figures would be good to see in a manga. But you're so artistic. I remember you making banners and posters back in high school.
That's because you forced her to, you bitch.
Yeah, you freaking volunteered her for that crap. Jeez. Yes, but Sayori was the one that always drew the people. They never came out right when I tried. So, what about you, Monica? Do you still write at all? Oh my god! What was that face she made?
She was worried.
No. Not even poems? With everything going on in my life, I don't even have time to read, much less write for fun.
I remember Monica saying something similar the last time we got together in person. It bothers me. I feel like I should say something, but what? The moment is lost as Monica speaks up.
So, Yuri says you work with computers, Sean?
Before the accident, I worked as a network cable technician.
Which is...
I'd mostly run cable through buildings so computers can communicate with each other, I love that Yaoi over here is just staring him down with like fuck me eyes.
Yowie. Yowie.
Oh yeah, it's Yuri.
Yowie.
In a way, that's how Yuri and I met again.
Yeah. Again?
I'm too embarrassed about what happened the first time we met to talk about it. I don't think even Sayori has recognized him. She hasn't ever brought it up, at least.
He came into the bookstore because at the time he was replacing some cables at Salado High. Our old school? Uh-huh. Sounds to me like you're pretty good with them then.
I'm okay.
Don't let them fool you. Before the accident, he was running his own patching server.
Apache server.
Yeah, that. Which is how we streamed the wedding without putting it on a commercial site. Unfortunately, I had to unplug it when we moved here, and I can't get it going again. Can't Sean just tell you what to do?
Most of it, except there's a password required to run the startup scripts.
Let me guess. You forgot the password.
Not exactly. The root password on my server is the one that I type so frequently it just became muscle memory. He lifts his hands to show how shaky they are, which is now a bit of a problem. It also hasn't been exactly a high priority for me since I'm focusing on physical therapy.
So, will you make a full recovery?
A full recovery to what I once was? Probably not. But there's a good chance I'll eventually walk again and hold down a job.
The doctors aren't certain how much you'll regain. I think they're surprised by how much he can do now. But his body's healing well and he's working hard with his therapy. So we're all optimistic.
So enough about me. Tell me a bit about yourself. Yuri always tells me these crazy stories about the things you did in high school, but I feel like I hardly know you. Like the one time that you fucking convinced everyone to fucking kill themselves. But I think that was just fan fiction of real life.
Yeah, it was just Yuri's messed up fan fiction of everything. Oh, Doki Doki is actually Yuri's messed up fan fiction about her friends in the literature club.
She's like, God, my life sucks so much ass. I'm gonna have to write about this, but make it worse.
She that's just it. That's just it. The entirety of Doki Doki was actually freaking Yuri's figment of her imagination. She just made a whole freaking story out of it.
See, actually, I'm not fucking 34 years old caring for my husband. I'm actually back in high school and I murdered myself. It's awesome.
Murdered herself?
Yeah. It's true.
Anyway. What crazy stories? It was the literature club, not the football team.
Well, she once mentioned something called the Happy Pig incident. The fuck does that mean?
That was Natsuki. Mostly. And we all swore to never talk about it again.
One more thing about being the quiet one. I was never involved in anything that would be embarrassing now.
I don't know. I'm certain Sean will enjoy hearing about it now. About how. We promised to never talk about it again. Just like I promised to not tell anybody about the time you smuggled in.
I'd forgotten all about the bottle of wine.
Hey, so where is Akiko? Are you sure you don't want to keep talking about all times? Yes. I thought so. Akiko was at Monika's parents' house right now. But why didn't you bring her here? The main reason for this trip was for us to get to know Monika's family better. The only reason we were able to visit you was because my parents wanted some grandparent time with her. Well, I'm glad he did. I just wish the others could be here too.
Surprise, they actually are.
Yeah, bad timing there, I suppose.
Monica, do your funny little thing. Bring them all here. Natsuki had to work tonight.
Yes, do your own
of
thing. Just bring them all in
course.
here.
Sayori was busy with something. She was a bit vague about what, though. I'm a bit disappointed.
Killed MC, buried his body out in his freaking back of her house.
Yeah. Ironically, she Yuri'd him.
She Yuri'd him.
I'm a bit disappointed. This could have been a rare chance for the entire club to get back together again.
How are they doing?
Well, we haven't seen fucking Natsuki in like 5 years, so, you know. I look away. Haven't seen Sayori since my mother's funeral, and Natsuki since, well, much longer.
I don't even see Sayori very often, and Natsuki...
I shake my head.
Honestly, you hear as much from her as I do through the group chat. I thought you were friends with Natsuki's cousin, though. Don't you hear about Natsuki from her?
The Marge Simpson sounding ass?
Hey, buddy. Yes, we message each other from time to time. But she moved away a couple of years ago. Even before then, she and Natsuki didn't talk much.
Hey, what the fuck is Natsuki doing now?
So, is Natsuki living by herself, or... I don't know. I asked Kamani about the same thing when she moved out. She said Natsuki stayed at their apartment and that was it. You didn't ask Natsuki herself?
Think back to my conversation with Natsuki at my bachelorette party.
Natsuki made it clear that she doesn't want anyone, including me, questioning her life. You don't have any clue on what she's doing? Besides working as an evening supervisor at the same grocery store? Not really. No boyfriends or girlfriends? You hear as much about that as I do. Any ideas? Well...
Monica just looks at me expectantly. I sigh. I don't want to spread rumors about things I don't really know anything about. I've long since had the theory that Natsuki's in a relationship she doesn't want to tell anyone about for some reason.
She's like a badass manager right now to save the freaking grocery store from bankruptcy like twice.
Probably so her father doesn't find out about it. Yeah, she's saved the fucking... The entire thing is running because of her, specifically. I didn't know him at the time, but he struck me as very caring but strict man. The few times I met him,
man.
I knew him as a man.
As a man. He's right there.
He's right there! Yuri, you know him. He's right there!
Yeah, you know him.
I suspect that if he found out Natsuki was having an affair or involved with a woman, he would probably disown her despite how close they are.
Oh, yeah, actually minimize the thing. Okay, there you go.
I did?
Yeah.
Don't know how. But I don't even know if my theory is right or not, so I don't say what I'm thinking.
The most likely scenario is that she's busy trying to make ends meet and wants to stay private about her personal life. Yeah, but she hasn't mentioned even going on a single date to anyone, not even to you. You two were so close back in high school.
You fought almost every single day.
I know you fought almost every single day. What are you talking about, Monica? Sure, you had some squabbles, especially at the beginning.
And those only ramped up in intensity.
Don't remind me. But you seem to work through that.
I sigh.
Yes, but people change. And Natsuki seems to have done so as well.
Is this setting something up?
She doesn't open up to me like she used to. Have you tried? Have you tried? Of course! Sorry, you've just never been the most outgoing of people.
I think for a bit.
True, and admittedly, it's something I still struggle with. However, I did ask her once. She gently but firmly let me know it wasn't any of my business. Maybe I should call her. I might be able to get through to her better.
I feel torn by Monika's suggestion. I want to know more about what's going on in Natsuki's life. I want to rekindle my friendship with her. However, I feel that Monika's meddling will just cause Natsuki to become even more distant with all of us. Monika apparently sees the hesitation on my face.
You don't agree? I don't know. What if there isn't anything going on with her? What if she's happy with her life and just likes her privacy? I, more than anyone, understand the need for quiet solitude.
Monika looks troubled.
Maybe you're right. I wish I knew for certain. I just remember that weekend before the festival, when Sayori's depression hit her so hard and her demeanor changed. I knew what it was. She confessed to having suicidal tendencies to me shortly after she joined the club. That was before even you joined, Yuri. His mouth.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on with him?
That last day of school before her attempt, I confronted her about it. She brushed me off and I chose not to push her about it.
I love that both of these guys have just said nothing in the past, like,
I know, not even
10
contributing to the
minutes.
conversation. Jesus. Instead, I had her help me with my festival assignment so I could keep an eye on her.
well, that makes sense. Monika shakes her head.
Despite that, she still slipped a note right past me. She almost succeeded in killing herself. Even though she lived, not doing more for her that weekend is one of my greatest regrets in my life.
Well, it could be worse, Monika. You could have done it intentionally.
You can't blame herself for her actions. But that's just it. It was my actions, or lack of actions actually, that...
Monika sighs.
If things had gone even slightly differently, she would have died. And MC probably would have followed her.
Maybe you should have told an adult about your concerns back then, but you were just a high school student. And what happened then doesn't apply with what's going on with Natsuki now. I don't know Natsuki, by the way. I've never met her. I'm speaking out of my ass. By the way, I will say I gave Doki Doki John this voice because I did genuinely think he was gonna surprise reveal be Natsuki's dad. just straight up. Monika looks at him a little confused. Yuri told me what happened to Sayori in high school, but we're not talking about a teenage girl that's suddenly behaving strangely. Natsuki is a grown woman that's been living her whole life the same way for years.
You don't think we should be concerned?
He sighs. I don't know. I admit I don't really know her, since I've only met her in person once, and that was at our wedding reception. Oh, they have actually met. Okay, awesome.
Okay, cool.
But you're her friends, not her parents.
You're right. So, how are Sayori and MC doing?
Yoey's giving the fuck me eyes again.
Oh god.
I can tell from the look on her
He's
face.
just looking towards John.
Yeah. I can tell from the look on her face that even though she's changed the subject, Monika is still thinking about Natsuki.
I talk with Sayori from time to time, but we don't get together in person very often anymore. Any particular reason? She's busy with work and kids. I'm busy with work and Sean.
Sorry. I give him a quick hug.
It's just life.
I feel a little guilty at telling Monika a half-truth. It's true that both Sayori and I have been really busy the past couple of years, but I've also been intentionally distancing myself from her and MC. Hello. Monika, yes. That is Monika. They have been having some serious marital problems. Oh no.
Oh no!
Sayori doesn't say too much about it, but from what she's let slip during our conversations together, their fights have been getting much worse in the past couple of years. Though, even if she hadn't, it's pretty obvious they argue a lot now. The last time I visited Sayori when MC was home, they got in a shouting match right in front of me and the kids. I know they've been going to marriage counseling, which means they haven't given up on each other. And I want them to stay together, so I stay away. I don't want the bad feelings MC and I have for each other to be a wedge between them. Sayori's relationship with her husband is more important than her relationship with me. It is male, Yuri. It's Yaoi. As much as
Real
I...
Yuri,
Yeah. As much as I
Did you see?
care for
Did you
all
see
of
the
my
way he's looking at
friends-
Jean right now?
Yeah. He's got them fucking
AKA
eyes
Sayori's
for...
dad.
No, not Sayori's dad. That's a Doki Doki John, don't you know?
Doki Doki Sean.
As much as I care for all of my friends, if I was forced to choose between them and John, I would pick Doki Doki John. I don't want to bring this up with Monica, though. I'm not going to tell her straight to her face that I fucking hate her and she should get the fuck out of my house.
It's out of the freaking blue.
I'm certain she would want to help, like she does with Natsuki, and I don't think she can make things better for them.
Sorry that I can't fill you in on them very much. Like you said, it's just life. So, what has been going on in your lives recently?
Nothing.
Akiko is quite the handful. She currently loves pretending to be a dinosaur, running around and roaring at people. Akiko is now a stay-at-home dad, though he's planning on opening a small bike repair business in her garage.
Yeah, I can see that.
What about you? Aren't you working on spacecraft or something? Not exactly. I designed components for a metal fabrication company that primarily makes aerospace parts.
Oh, so you
It's
are
mostly
a
for jet
nerd.
engines, but we have done parts for rockets as well. I was even invited out to Cape Canaveral to see it launch in person from a special room because one of the parts I designed was integral to the rocket engine. Integral? There we go. I was as close to the launch as they allowed anyone, except the astronauts, to be.
That's awesome. Sounds exciting.
Oh, hey, have you ever watched like one of those like that freaking one series by that Mr. Manicore, that the Oppenheimer project, whatever it was called?
I don't know
Before it
if
got taken off
have.
YouTube.
I don't think I did. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
familiar.
That's what that
with it.
That's what that kind of reminds me of. I have to see if I can find the freaking deleted videos because I don't know if they're like
Yeah, you'll have to
gone off the web.
You'll have to show me that then, so I understand your mindset.
Yeah, understand my mindset. Did you like it, Rikuyo? I couldn't go. It was a company trip.
He's pissed about it. Well, that must have been disappointing. He's pissed about it
Actually,
too.
I really... Yeah, he's pissed about it too. How dare they do my man dirty like that?
They got like gay vibes for each other.
Actually, I really wish I could have gone to Paris with her. You went to Paris, Monica?
Only a little.
Quite a few times, actually. It's a fascinating city. But not you, Rikuyo? They're business trips, so my company only pays airfare for me. If he was to come, we'd have to pay for plane tickets for both him and Akiko, which is a bit expensive. So, that's what's going on with us. What about you two? You were so excited about starting the adoption process before the accident, but you haven't really talked about it much since then. I mean,
there's not
I mean-
really like. I think those plans are out the window, Monica.
yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Read the room, buddy.
I don't
Read
know.
the room.
Oh, what'd she say? I didn't get
I
to
have
see
no
that.
idea. Non-canon. Doki Doki John and I look at each other. I understand why Monica is asking, but this is a sensitive topic for both of us. John and I haven't really talked much about our adoption plans with each other. Yeah, since the accident happened, there's nothing to discuss.
The adoption is on hold.
Forever. I thought she was saying that.
For right now, while we focus on Sean's recovery. He's been doing very well with that, though. His physical therapist is planning on having him try to walk soon.
I'm hoping to eventually be strong enough to go back to work and physically care for a child, but right now...
Right now, we just need to wait. I see.
I don't mention the fact that we've had to dip so heavily into the baby fund.
Aww.
Don't you mean the medical fund? We can't afford to adopt right now. Even with insurance, John's medical bills and home equipment have been terribly expensive.
This author really wants Yuri to suffer. Jesus Christ. Give her a freaking bone, please.
She never gets a bone. Unless it involves a strawberry. It doesn't help.
God.
That,
No.
It doesn't help that I've had to take a lot of time off to care for him. Fortunately, John is self-sustaining now. I've been able to go back to work full-time again. Unfortunately, I don't make enough, and I haven't been able to find a better paying job that I'm qualified for. I had thought living in a house that's completely paid for would make our cost of living go down. Wasn't aware of how expensive property taxes are, though. My paycheck allows us to stay afloat with daily expenses. I've had to dip further into the baby fund to pay for that this year. You're lying to yourself again. It'll take years to build back up, even if John is able to go back to work. Years you don't have. John being able to go back to work is very questionable. He never will. Which makes the adoption even harder for us. You mean impossible. Go away.
Are you okay, Yuri?
No. I pretend to smile.
Of course. I'm sorry if I'm prying. As I said, I know you were excited about that, and this has to have thrown a serious wrench in your plans.
That's an understatement.
It has, but we still have hope we'll be able to adopt eventually.
A false hope.
If there is anything I can do to help when you're ready, be a character witness or something, just let me know.
Anything?
You know I'm happy to help out a friend.
Does anything mean using your engineering skills to design a prosthetic uterus? Does anything mean being willing to be a free surrogate and carry a baby to term for us? Of course not. I'm so stupid. Pretend to smile again. Monica probably would.
Oh. Thanks for the offer, Monica. We really appreciate it. I can't think of anything right now, but if that changes, we'll let you know.
Year 17.
Alright, let me go change out my fluids.
Gotta change your oil.
I don't know. I'm going bathroom. All right.
All right, chill.
I'm trying to make it PG. Okay.
Fair.
Okay, I'll be right back.
So while we wait, let me just let me do some fun little things. Where are you? There we go. Getting this. This is the perfect time for me to get to use my fucking brain rot. It's perfect. I love when things work out. Let's see. Gotta find a good one. Here we go. Their Discord call. Oh no. This is awesome, isn't it, guys? Isn't this cool? Don't you love this? Hold on, I got more. I got plenty. Got plenty of stupid shit. Let's see. Here we go. Isn't this awesome? Look at this. Look at this shit. I can't like voice it because I don't have everyone here, but there you go. Is that awesome? Right? Awesome. Let's make that smaller again. And then let me just here we go. Jeez, this is a big ass fucking image. This is all you need though. This is all you need for this. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this wonderful? Don't you love this image? Isn't it great? Alright, fucking... What else do I got? I got some fucking awesome shit going on here. Let's see. This is an interesting one. Isn't this great? Don't you love this? Alright, what else do I fucking got? I think I might be like running low on shit. I can show the fucking stupid ass Spider-Man image from the original stream. Here we go. Isn't this cool? Look, they're all Spider-Men.
Uncle, I'm actually just watching the stream while you show the freaking pictures.
Yeah. How are they? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, enjoy it.
Hell yeah. Alright. Let's get back to it then.
Let's do it.
I'm actually gonna... No, I'm not gonna adjust that. I check the time and see that I'm a little late taking my lunch break. Flag down one of the employees and have them take over the register. Then I grab my bento box from the back and head over to the coffee shop. There's no line right now, so the barista greets me right away.
Hey Yuri, what
Yes,
can I get you today?
I'll have a green tea today, please.
Sure thing, I'll have it ready in just a minute.
Alright, here's your bill.
Alright, here's your pill. Have fun!
While waiting for my drink, I check the messages in my phone.
Okay, oh boy, we are very far behind, aren't we?
Oh shit. Is birthday.
Happy birthday, Yuri.
Today is her birthday?
Yep, it's exactly a week before mine. So, happy birthday, Yuri.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right, Monica.
Did you forget my birthday was coming up, Sayori?
Not exactly. My phone would have reminded me then.
I smile to myself.
Laugh out loud.
Even if it's just text, I'm happy they all remembered my birthday.
Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it.
Shortly after sending the text, I'm surprised by my phone ringing for a voice call from Natsuki. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's time.
Natsuki?
Hey Yuri, I saw the message you just sent. Figured you were at lunch, so decided to give you a call. I'm really excited about this. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday and all that.
Why, thank you.
Here's your drink, Yuri.
Oh, thank you.
I almost dropped my phone trying to juggle my tea, my phone, and my lunch.
You still there, Natsuki?
Yeah, of course I am. Why would I hang up? Look, if now's not a good time. I talk to Natsuki so rarely, I don't want to lose this chance.
No, I'm on my lunch break and I was just getting a drink. Give me a sec to set this stuff down.
I set my tea and lunch down at the table before I sit down in a chair.
So, what's up? I haven't heard your voice in ages.
Nothing really. As I said, I mostly just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. My voice is still as good as you remember, right?
I think so.
Alright, cool.
Well, I'm really glad you called.
Of course. So, you got any special birthday plans today?
Not really. Sean is taking me out somewhere after I get off work tonight. Oh, Sean can walk now?
Whoa. John can walk now? That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm not certain. Sean is keeping me in a surprise. He's got something planned, though. Big plans.
Big Yuri.
He's been trying to hide some sort of secret project from me the past week now.
How's he doing with his recovery?
His doctor think he has recovered as much as he's going to, but he's quite mobile now. On a good day, you can hardly tell there's anything wrong with him. He walks, drives, cooks, and can do most things like he used to.
So, is he back at work yet? I sigh.
He doesn't have the strength to carry and pull cables anymore, and he's too shaky to hold up the connectors. So unfortunately, he can't go back to his old job.
Is he planning to change careers, or...?
If every day was a good day, then he could probably work as a janitor or something. But he also has his bad days. And on a bad day, he is so fatigued he struggles to get out of bed. Since we never know from day to day what his strength level is, he's unable to hold down a job. Fortunately, he was able to get on disability after jumping through a ton of hoops. Figuratively, of course.
What about you, then? Are you still working at Dan's Booked In?
Freaking Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Speaking of which, did I ever tell you that I'm one of the store managers there now?
Didn't that happen before you married John?
Yes, but we don't talk much, and it's sometimes hard to remember what I need to catch you up on.
Sorry about that. Work's busy, and my work schedule still sucks.
Yeah, especially after I saved the company from bankruptcy like a third time again. Jesus, these people like to hemorrhage money so much.
This is the 5th time I've saved their fucking accounting. I'm not even the accountant, but I keep saving the goddamn accounting. They almost lost $1 million fucking dollars because of a typo, and I saw it. They didn't even give me a raise. This sucks.
She's the freaking like elite. They don't want to freaking lose her, but they still managed to freaking shortchange her everything.
Yeah.
Poor Natsuki.
You gotta feel bad for
The
him.
unsung hero of the company.
Yeah.
Wait, are you still working swing shift at the same grocery store?
Well, look who's talking.
I'm not saying there's something wrong with staying at a job you like. But you've been there for so long, I would think you'd have enough seniority to at least get on a better shift. One where you got either weekends or evenings off, if not both.
Had I stayed at my own old position, I would have gone on to day shift, but I transferred to the bakery department some time ago, and I'm a head baker now.
But why didn't you tell us that before? Congratulations! You're always good at that. So I'm guessing it's another pay raise at the cost of still not working days?
Yeah, to help make certain we have enough fresh baked goods during the day, the bakery runs all night when the store's not open. So I work at midnight now and don't get off until 9 o'clock in the morning. My new bedtime is just a couple of hours from now.
Ow.
Yeah, but the pay is really good, and I absolutely love to make cupcakes and bread and cakes and cookies and cupcakes. Did I mention cupcakes?
Yeah, he did.
Alright, cool. And of course, I've long gotten used to being up all night.
They gave her that position after she saved the company.
Yeah.
Again.
Again. It's fine.
Do you make those cute cat cupcakes you used to bring to club meetings back in high school?
Yeah, they're actually one of our most popular items.
I might have to drive all the way over there and buy some. It's been too long since I've had one.
If you do, you better come early in the morning. They're a specialty item, so we don't make a whole lot of them, and they're always sold out before noon.
Damn. Too bad I work, I guess.
You could place a special order, then it'd be on hold for you.
Then I might do that for Sean's birthday.
If so, it's gonna have strawberries on it no matter what your order says.
Ugh.
I'm a fan of the strawberries. I know no one else is,
Yeah,
but
I
I
can
am.
tell. Yeah, I can tell. Did you know we still have and occasionally use that book?
Sean and I were both
Oh my
pleased
god.
when he
Come
regained the
on.
ability to feel in certain places last year.
Code word.
I got it as just a joke, but I'm glad you two have enjoyed it.
So,
I feel hesitant asking, but I know I need to.
what about yourself? Anyone special in your life right now?
I'm currently dating the art of baking, and she's sexy as hell. I hear Natsuki get quiet. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not intending to pry. You're just so quiet about that even in chat.
Nah, it's okay. There just isn't much to say. Like I said, I'm married to baking. I'm working swing, now graveyard, and long since killed what little social life I had.
But surely you must do more than work and sleep.
Oh, I do lots of stuff. Recently, I've been practicing drawing in the hope I can make my own manga that looks good someday.
Really? What's it about?
Well, it's a slice of life about 5 friends in a high school club together.
Let me guess. 4 girls and 1 guy in a literature club.
I can hear her blushing over the phone. It's a book club. It's not about the
I
real
confess
shit.
some of the stories I've written over the years have taken inspiration from you and the others as well.
I hope you didn't do psycho
And
shit
while
with me.
Slice of Life may not be my favorite style of manga, it's pretty popular, so it'll probably do well.
Yuri, you need to promise me you didn't do weird shit with me.
Oh, no, of course not. I wouldn't do anything weird like that.
Promise?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Oh, hey, that reminds me. I wanted to ask you if you saw the live-action Parfait Girls movie that came out earlier this year.
I did, actually.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good for a movie adaptation. Oh my god, you're telling me that what we freaking wrote, like, it's freaking canon now?
What?
Is she gonna start saying manga is cinema now?
Manga is cinema. Really? I thought you'd be disappointed by the changes.
Well, of course, but most of the changes were removing things that worked well for the manga, but wouldn't for a movie. Let's be real, there is quite a bit filler into it, in it. Sure, Parfait Girls has a plot, but it starts out like a slice of life. And that usually doesn't work well for a full-length movie.
But they removed the later stuff that's part of the plot, too. I mean, they
Guy
completely...
Wimpy Kid? Hello?
Yeah. I mean, they completely cut out Minori's death. How the fuck are you gonna tell the story without that?
Of course they did. In the manga, it happens right at the end of a volume, making it a big cliffhanger. But it's just a fake out. She's immediately brought back to life on the first page of the next one. In the movie, that part would happen right in the middle, where it doesn't make sense for her to die and then immediately come back to life.
Yeah, but by not doing that, the Cupcake of Calamity isn't even mentioned.
What is going on?
That's a
Parfait
pretty
Girls is
important...
badass.
I don't know what's going on with it. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's pretty important in the later volumes, and it'll be a serious plot hole if they make another movie.
They'll probably introduce it when... shoot. What was the name of the guy at the ice cream shop that they all liked again?
I swear to fuck if he has initials. Alright, think fuck. You mean Hirota?
Yeah, him. They'll probably just have him bake it when he returns after the others find out that Teiko has secretly been dating him the entire time. It isn't until then that it really becomes an important part of the story.
They can't do that. Having Hirota, the ice cream vendor, baking a cupcake of calamity completely invalidates the entire story.
Cupcake of calamity.
What's the point of baking and ice cream coming together in harmony after a 1,000-year-old feud if someone from one doing the other in the middle of a story?
Great, I want to play Terraria Calamity mod.
What's next? Alice mixing soft serve? God. I'm so mad I can't even say it.
The movie was already so long. What do you expect them to do? Shorten a big climatic desert competition at the end? Desert competition.
Desert.
I mean, the battle between Flores... What the fuck?
What the fuck is happening in this?
What's going on, man? I mean, the battle between Flowerzilla and Queen Cold was one of the best parts.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe what I'm hearing. I mean, yeah, the special effects were impressive, but I never thought you, of all people, would be okay with the weakening of the narrative for more time on action scenes.
I'm willing to be a little forgiving of that in the movie. Visual effects are one of the few advantages they have over books. But I admit, I would have preferred it more if it had been a bit more self-consistent internally.
You mean the maple bars?
Don't remind me. I mean, they even kept the lines where Alice talked about the power of cocoa. So why change it to maple? It was a serious plot hole. They should have changed it all the way or not changed it at all.
Amen. Of course, that won't stop me from seeing the second movie when it comes out.
Same here. Hey, we should watch it together when it does. You, me, Sean, maybe even Sayori and MC as well.
How about just you and me? Just kidding. It'd be cool to see you guys again. Not certain about the scheduling, though.
By the way, that was just ...
Yeah. I figured.
It's going to be at least a couple of years before it's released.
A couple
when
of
it does,
years?
we'll figure it out then. Who knows what we'll be doing.
Yeah, I suppose.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
Doesn't sound like nothing. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so and I'll drop it.
It's just that, I know what I'll be doing then. I'll be doing the same thing I'm doing now.
Do you not like your job?
You kidding? I'm baking for a living. Short of owning my own bakery or working as a manga artist, this is my dream.
Then what's the problem?
I just feel like I'm not doing anything with my life. Makes me wonder, why am I here? Been a cashier, a supervisor, and now a baker, and that's it.
And a savior. You're a savior.
Also an accidental accountant. That's happened 5 times now. It's kind of concerning,
But it's getting
honestly.
pretty old.
Yeah.
Yeah, this company is just... It's just about the sink anytime moment, to be honest. I'm just kind of keep putting the freaking patches on the ship.
Honestly, I have like an emergency savings just in case the fucking company goes down, because it's almost happened 5 times. And each time I've had to worry about how I'm gonna pay my bills. And it's really not fun, so I just started having a fund.
When all else fails, jump ship when it's before it's too late.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if you have stock in whatever the
Dogecoin.
whatever the fuck this place is, it's not Dogecoin. If you have stock in this company, I would pull out. Personally.
What was it? Dracus Pork Pay or whatever it was called?
I have no fucking clue.
Stupid. Anyway, we can't all be Monica. I've worked at the same bookstore all my life. Sayori has worked at a couple of different stores, but doing essentially the same thing in all of them. She's been going to different Burger Kings.
I love working at Burger King.
It's just like there's like a Burger King right across the street after she gets fired from the first one, or she just transfers the other one.
They like come over on their lunch breaks and they're like, Sayori, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I started working here after I got fired. That's not weird, is it?
The other freaking workers or the freaking manager of the other one just comes in and just visits the other restaurant to freaking eat. Doesn't eat at the own restaurant.
Yeah.
Listen, all I'm saying is this other Burger King has more variety than ours.
Yeah.
Anyway. There's nothing wrong with living a normal life. Even Monica won't ever win a Nobel Prize for becoming an ambassador.
Probably. Yeah, but you all have families. You guys shape the future of the world through them. Being weirdly philosophical. Sayori has her fucking horde of children. Monica has Akiko and Chris. Monica's second daughter was born just a couple months ago this past July. Less than a week after Sayori's birthday. And of course, she gets quiet realizing the direction the conversation is going.
You know I can't have children.
I know, but you're gonna adopt. Don't you have some nephews and nieces on John's side that you're a role model for? I sigh.
Sean has a brother with a couple kids, but they live far enough away where you've never met in person. Adoption isn't really a sure thing at the moment.
You know you can't adopt anymore. It's why you're not bothering to save money by bringing tea from home.
I sometimes fear the same thing. What is my purpose in life? What kind of legacy will I leave behind? I'm afraid I don't have any answers for either of us.
That's okay. You never said much in high school when I complained about stuff back then, but you always listened. I think it's all I really want right now, too.
Well, anytime you want to just talk, I'm more than happy to. I miss hearing about what is happening in your life.
Even though I have nothing interesting to talk about.
While slice of life stories may not be my favorite, I'm not opposed to them. Especially when it's my friends.
Well, I guess I like hearing what's going on with you, as well. My schedule is so inconvenient, though.
I usually go to lunch around this time, so if you're still awake now, then this is a good time to chat.
Actually, with my current work schedule, I'm usually available now. How long is your lunch break, by the way, anyways?
Oh, it ends at... Shoot! I'm late!
I'm sorry.
Not your fault. I wasn't paying attention to the time. Anyway, I need to go, but I'll try calling or texting you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I put my phone away and looked down at the table. I was so busy talking to Natsuki, I didn't even touch my tea, much less my food. I didn't even have time to eat it now. I guess I'm just gonna have to be a bit hungry today. Though, looking
What are you
at
talking about? Just eat, just take it with you.
Yeah. Though, looking at my waistline, I suppose I can afford to skip a meal or two. Ha ha ha.
No, you cannot go to work.
No.
You cannot work without a meal.
Fuck you, Yuri. Eat lunch. After work,
Eat
I
lunch, damn
quickly head home. curious as to where Doki Doki John is taking you out for dinner tonight.
I'm home.
Doki Doki John
God.
walks out of the laundry room
He is
very
fast.
quickly. Hey, hun.
Oh, are you testing out your flash abilities now?
Yes, it is quite a shock that I learned how to use them after the injuries.
That's amazing.
It only works when I'm coming out of the laundry room, though. I wonder if I
I'm
can
trying to find something to
extend
do.
that.
I don't think there's like a Marvel equivalent of the Flash, right?
Quicksilver?
Oh, duh. Yeah, Quicksilver, you're right. X-Men.
I don't even know why I know that.
But thank God he freaking knew it though. Anyway,
Yeah.
so when are we leaving?
How about we go for a walk first? Maybe to the spot by the lake you like so much.
Okay.
That's a bit unusual.
Even if we don't go all the way around, it is quite a way for you. Are you up for it?
I'm feeling pretty good today, and I'll bring along my cane. It's cool. It has a fucking skull on it.
There's a skull on it.
You
Okay,
picked
then.
it out for me. We head out the door to the park. Here we go. We soon arrive at my favorite viewpoint, and John is pissed about it. It's a place we visited together many times
say-
over the years.
I would say he was like so freaking white. Why is he so angry? But then I forget he's paralyzed, or he was paralyzed.
Yeah, I think he has reason to be angry.
Yeah, he
leans
has
against
very
the
good
railing,
reasons to
a
be.
little bit out of breath.
Are you okay, my love?
Yeah, just need a bit of rest.
Okay.
He gazes
That's
out
so freaking
across the
awkward
water.
calling him my love.
Yeah, to a fictional character. Well, you're Yuri when you say that, so. I lean against the railing
Yeah.
next to him when I look at him expectingly. I know he wanted to come out here for a reason besides the view. He's probably trying to break some sort of bad news to me as gently as possible. It must be pretty bad for him to be taking this long to say it. It's probably about... So, we haven't really talked about our adoption plans since the accident. That... There's nothing to talk about. The past week I've been going over finances and doing some online research. My goal was to surprise you with a revised adoption plan for your birthday today. I even called the adoption agency. He sighs. As you can probably guess, the news isn't good. On top of our age and the need to refill the adoption fund, my being disabled is yet another complication. It raises our expected costs even higher. Much higher. Too high. High enough that, after running the numbers, it would be cheaper for us to go with surrogacy instead of adoption.
When we originally planned the adoption, you said we couldn't afford to hire a surrogate, though. That it would take decades to save up that much money even if the price never changed.
That's still true. I close my eyes. Puts his arm around me. I'm sorry. Hearing this doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would. Not even crying. Deep down, I knew. No, never since waking up in the hospital after the accident. Just refused to admit it to myself. I think the same is true for John as well, which is why we haven't really talked about the adoption since then. We didn't want to face the truth that our dream of having children is forever out of reach. But there's no more lying about it to ourselves. I want to go over my research and calculations. Maybe find something I've missed. He's grasping at straws and we both know it. He's much better at numbers than I am. And with something like this, I know he would have triple-checked everything at the minimum. He hasn't missed anything nor made a mistake. I don't say anything and just carefully lay my head against him. I don't want to knock him off balance. I know I said I was taking out for dinner for your birthday, but I had intended to go on that Chinese place you like so much, but that was before. If If you'd rather go home and just have a pizza delivered instead, I planned for that too. I look at him. He always does try his best for me.
Let's go home. I don't feel up to going out now.
Okay then. We start making our way back home. John and I are cuddled up on the couch watching a movie. He selected one about robots and monsters destroying cities as they fight each other. It isn't the kind of movie either of us particularly like, though it's okay for a mindless action flick. I think that's why John chose it. I wouldn't be able to focus on anything serious anyways. While I'm not exactly distraught about finding out we can't adopt, I do feel a little lost. Don't really have any long-term goals anymore. What am I gonna do with my life now? Question I seem to keep asking myself over the years. Do I just finish my novel? Get published? While I do love writing, I still don't think I would want to be a professional. I follow my favorite authors online and often go to sightings when their book tours bring them close enough for me to attend. I can tell it's a lot of work to promote a book like that, and I also value my privacy and solitude too much. It's even assuming I'm good enough, and lucky enough, for my novel to get picked up by a publisher in the first place. No, I may one day finish my novel, but I will never publish it. I won't stop writing. I enjoy it too much, but it's not a life goal for me. But what is then? These thoughts continue through my head as the robots eventually beat up the monsters and apparently save the humans. Well, not the best movie in the world, but at least I feel like we got our money's worth.
Watch, it's like freaking Pacific Rim or something.
I believe so.
Wasn't it a free rental from the library?
Yes, it was, but there have been a few times where we've gotten a free movie from there that was bad enough that I wanted a refund.
Let's see. How would a refund for a movie didn't pay any money to watch work?
I'm not sure. Doesn't mean I haven't felt I deserved one though. He gets up off the couch.
Are you heading to bed?
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired now. This frequently happens to John now. Even on his good days, he often loses energy in the evening, sometimes even before the sun sets, and he has to go to bed early. Probably forced himself to stay up late to finish the movie with me for my birthday.
Good night, my love.
Good night, hon. I'm sorry your birthday wasn't as happy as I'd hoped.
It's okay. It isn't your fault.
It's mine for being defective. Still, I wish I would have been able to find a solution.
I know you did your best.
He just looks at me for a bit. He then flash sprints to the stairs and gets on the lifts he has so we can go up them. Stairs are really hard for him to use. We've considered moving to a single-level home, but John figured out that the lift would be cheaper than trying to sell this house and buy another. After putting the leftover pizza away, I turn off the television so I can think. Purpose. What is my purpose in life? Get a piece of paper and start writing. Poem time.
Alright, here we go. Purpose. Do I hold a purpose here? It seems like I may, but I fail to see. I'm told countless things about it. Get always. Wait, hold on. Get always. It is when I'm left to ponder. Oh, yet it always. Okay, I'm sorry. Yet always.
Good. Good.
Is that the point of a purpose? To be found? Or left for a predetermined time until it reveals itself to me, letting me know the truth? Am I meant for great things, or am I nothing? Adrift in the void of little possibility, alone with nothing but my weary, tired mind. So tired from thinking, from pondering, from wanting to matter.
This poem isn't my usual style. It reminds me a little of some of the poems Monica wrote back in high school. Does Monica
there's
know
a
her
Monica
purpose in
poem.
life? Yeah, it does actually. Probably. Sayori, I know, does. Being a wife and a mother is without a doubt hers. It just leaves me and Natsuki. I keep thinking about my conversation with her earlier today. I told her I didn't have any answers for either of us, for the purpose of our lives. I really wish I would have been able to give her one. Then maybe I could pretend it was true right now. Year 18.
18.
Finally. Lunchtime! I really look forward to this time of day. Natsuki and I frequently message each other, and sometimes even do voice calls during my lunch break now. We don't always have something to talk about, and some days she's too busy to chat, but we usually end up having a conversation at least once a week. Even on the days we don't chat, we at least let each other know that we're there for each other. It reminds me of when we used to eat lunch together at the broken stairwell back in high school. We spent a lot of time just quietly reading together then, but when one of us needed to talk about something, the other was there. Even though I have John, it's comforting to also be connected to at least one of my friends. The group chat hasn't been particularly busy. Monica and I are really the only ones that use it anymore. We don't chat as frequently as I do with Natsuki. It's mostly pictures of Akiko and Chris from Monica and random thoughts and phrases from me. Sayori almost never posts or replies to messages anymore. When she does, she sounds really overwhelmed with work and family. Although Natsuki is still in the group chat, she hasn't even replied on it in months. I'd be really worried about her if we didn't message each other directly. Although we talk and message each other now more than we have in years, and in some ways, Natsuki's life is even more of an enigma to me than it was before. As far as I can tell, she is almost completely asocial. She's never mentioned having any other friends besides us, much less any romantic interests. When she talks about being with people, it's always family members. Her father, aunts and uncles, her cousins, including Himari, of course. The activities she mentions doing are things she can do alone. Reading, drawing, riding her bicycle, watching television, going out to the movies. Even when she talks about playing video games, they aren't the kind you play online. She seems even more socially isolated than I was back in high school. However, unlike me, she's apparently embracing it. She's so different from the outgoing girl I used to know. But she's still my friend. Curious to see if she has anything to say today, I check the messages on my phone. Nothing from Natsuki directly, but then I noticed what was in the group chat.
I know this is really last minute, but are any of you doing anything tomorrow? The business consultation I came here for today was canceled. Was canceled. Second day is with fam, but tomorrow I'm free.
I get off work at 9 a.m.
Credit
tomorrow.
didn't make sense. Anyone else available?
Yes. I'm a bit surprised by this. Monica had told us she was going to be in town on a business trip, but wouldn't have time to visit. Tomorrow happens to be my day off, so this is a rare opportunity for us.
I have tomorrow off. Would love to spend time with everyone. Great. That's 3 of us. Hope Sayori and MC are available. It'd be nice if we can get everyone together again.
I'm busy with Burger King.
When and where are we meeting? I guess it depends a bit on Sayori and MC.
Hate to say it, but you have to drive here. Bleh. Hate to say it, but if you drive here, we'll have more time. Otherwise, I'm wasting time on a bus.
I have no car this time, unfortunately. I can drive us.
Yuri does have a car.
How about you come at 8 and I'll drive us to Natsuki's?
Sounds good to me.
What about Sayori and MC?
I don't think my car will fit Sayori, MC, and all the kids on top of Monica and myself. Assuming John doesn't want to come too. Natsuki's apartment is going to be really cramped as well. Maybe it'd be best if I picked up Natsuki and drove her to my house instead. John and I have plenty of space. But that's a lot of driving, and Sayori might not be able to come anyway.
We'll work that out when she lets us know if she's available tomorrow. They might be busy. True. Hopefully we hear back from her later today.
Put my phone away so I can focus on my lunch. I'm pleasantly surprised that Natsuki responded to the group chat today. Of course, the news that Monica will be visiting tomorrow, rather than the usual random posts, is probably why she did. Hope Sayori, and I suppose MC, too, are able to come. If we're gonna hear from her, it'll most likely be tonight after she gets home from work. Finish eating and head back to work. I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
The protests in Nasquam turned violent today as Veme extremists. John turns the television off. God damn it! I didn't get to do my newscast segment for very long. Wait, did you want me to leave the TV on? I'm heading to bed.
I wasn't listening to it. I'm just reading my book.
John gets up and begins shuffling towards the stairs. Don't stay up too late. You have a big day with Monica tomorrow.
I'm just going to finish the chapter I'm on, and then I'll be right up.
Hun, we both know you won't stop at just one chapter. Why don't you come up to bed now? If you don't, you'll end up reading most of the night. You said Monica will be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. I know you don't want to be tired tomorrow. I sigh and put my bookmark in my book.
You're right, my love. I don't get many chances to spend time with Monica or Natsuki in person. I'll be up in a couple of minutes.
Okay. John heads up to our room while I clean up the living room a bit. Sayori never responded to the group chat today. I did try calling her once, but just got voicemail. I don't know if there's something wrong with her phone or if she's just busy. Bit disappointing though, as it means we most likely won't be able to see her tomorrow. I still haven't seen Sayori in person since my mom's funeral. Of course, it's been longer since I've seen the others, but chances like this don't seem to come along very often for us. Get the living room looking nice enough that I won't be embarrassed when Monica sees it. The book I was reading earlier is still on the chair. I'm really tempted to pick it up again and read a little more before I go to bed. What the? Who could be at the door at this hour? Gently open the door. Don't say that.
Oh.
Don't say that.
Don't you dare.
No.
That. Uh-oh.
Sayori.
Sayori?
I know we haven't seen each other in a long time, and I'm sorry for bothering you this late.
I gently embrace her. She just cries on my shoulder as I hold her.
It doesn't matter. You are always welcome here at any hour. Why don't you come out and out of the cold?
Okay.
John calls down from the stairs. What's going on? Was someone at the door?
Sayori stopped by.
I hear the sound of him coming down the lift.
Freaking time. It's stupid.
On entering the living room, he sees the look on Sayori's face and sits down. Oh, so this is going to be a long one, isn't it?
It's gonna be a long night, Sean. Another one. Don't
What
worry.
happened? How can I help? I sigh. Love John dearly, but sometimes he has absolutely no tact. Of course there's something wrong. Sayori wouldn't have just shown up on our doorstep late at night crying after so many years if there wasn't. I know he's trying to help, but being so direct isn't the way to go right now.
Sean, my love, why don't you go make us some tea, please? Do you still prefer peppermint tea, Sayori?
Yes, I do, but you don't have to.
2 cups of peppermint tea, please.
Okay, okay. I can take a hint. By the way, fuck you for not having tea for me. I'll leave you two alone so you can talk for a bit.
Thank you.
I'm a little uncertain on how to ask her what's wrong.
Did you see the group chat today? Monika's in town and available tomorrow. We're going to visit Natsuki. Were you planning on coming with us?
She starts sobbing.
I wanted to, but
She's scaring me again. There's no way I'm leaving her alone tonight or tomorrow. Although I don't want to, I should try and get in touch with MC and... Wait. I'm such an idiot. Sayori?
Sayori, where are MC and the kids?
Her only answer is to collapse against me crying. Oh no. I don't want to push her, but if they're in danger, time may be critical.
Sayori, I know it's hard, but I have to know. Are they safe? Should we call the police?
the kids are safe. They're with MC.
But where is he?
He said he was leaving me.
Oh no.
Oh.
Sounds like they're separating.
We had another fight after I got home from work today. I wanted him to watch the kids tomorrow so I could go with you. He got angry and said I was a bad mother. He said he never loved me, that he only married me out of pity because I tried to kill myself. Then he left, taking the kids with him.
Dang. Despite my personal feelings about him, I hate to see MC and Sayori's marriage fall apart like this. See, this is why we stopped the bit of me being MC. I'm not part of this.
I'm so glad.
No. This
Hold on.
bitch is doing it on his own.
I'm so glad my friend Stripe is here, though. She keeps me happy.
Yeah, I do keep you happy, Sayori. Hold on. Pat, pat.
Oh gosh.
Thank you for
Pat,
that.
pat.
I really needed that.
You're welcome, Sayori. Can I, like, not fuck up the entire stream for that one bit? Thank you.
What happened? I have to watch the stream later. I
Yeah,
guess.
you'll have to watch the VOD. Give me views.
I'll give you views, Ori.
Is there any chance that more counseling might help?
He said he was moving in with his girlfriend.
Oh shit. It's not.
Oh no.
Did she survive? His girlfriend?
she survive?
Sayori will be better off without that loser. Here's the tea. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Sean. Can you make certain the guest room is ready?
You don't have to bother with me.
You are staying here tonight, Sayori.
It really is no bother.
Okay.
He looks at me questioningly for a second, and then heads towards the stairs. Take a sip of my tea.
Stupid. Freaking lift. Oh, wait, Yuri. I think the lift just kind of got stuck here.
It got
I'm stuck in the middle of the staircase.
Yuri, I know you're having a moment, but can you please help me out? I can't move. I'm stuck on the stairs.
Sorry, Sayori. Let me take care of this real quick.
Yeah, it's fine, really.
Okay, so you just gotta push that button right there. It's gonna take me all the way back
Right
down
here?
to the bottom. Yes, but it should
Okay,
work after
alright.
that.
Okay, I think I finally got it.
All right.
All right.
Anyway,
Can you
Anyway, sorry,
push the
Sayori,
button
but-
again, please?
did you get stuck again? Did you
No,
get stuck
it
again,
just
Sean?
you just have to press the button for it to restart, and I can't do that while I'm in
Oh,
the
okay.
chair.
Sorry, Sean. Here, I pressed the button for you. Oh, God.
Alright, I made it to the top. Thank you, my love.
Thank you. Thank you, my love. Go to bed now. Now, Sayori.
Wait,
Sorry about that, Sayori.
how long have you had a lift
Do
in your
you
house?
want to talk about it more?
Yes. No, but you need to know the rest.
The rest? What else is going on? Instead of saying more, she just drinks her tea for a bit. Gently rub her back and wait for her to talk. Finally, she speaks.
When he left, he said he hoped that I would finish the job by morning. I just sat there thinking that maybe he was right. That maybe it would be better if I wasn't around anymore.
That bastard. Don't you even think about anything he fucking said.
Hun, are you okay? I hear John practically run down the stairs despite the danger of him
Run
falling.
down the stairs.
I can't take the lift. This is too important.
This is too important for me to miss. I'm sorry, my love. Peachy.
You look like you're ready to murder someone. I almost could right now. How dare he do that to her?
It's okay, Yuri. I came here because I know he was wrong.
Take a deep breath and try to calm down. It's hard. I've never been so furious before in my life. Is the final boss of this going to be
not
all
okay.
of the Dokis killing MC? And they just
Yeah,
cover
just kill
up
it,
the
taking
murder?
turns at him, just freaking stabbing him. It's not okay, but it will be.
I don't think we're going to be able to patch things up again this time.
I knew they'd been having marital problems, but had no clue it was this bad. Looking at Sayori, I don't think she knew either. It's time for brutal honesty.
No, you're not.
What am I gonna do?
First, you're going to stay with us tonight. Then tomorrow we'll figure out what you need to do to file for divorce.
Divorce.
Finally, you're getting your kids back and living a long, happy life without him.
If you say so.
Hun, are you sure? I don't mean to, but I can't help but glare at him. I'll, finish getting the guest room ready.
I'm sorry.
Poor
now
Sean,
I'm
man, he's getting
causing
flack
you
for no
guys to
reason.
fight too.
No, I'm the one who should be sorry.
I rub my forehead a little bit.
I'm not angry with you or Jean. It's wrong for me to take my frustration out on either one of you, even unintentionally. It's late, and I'm obviously not thinking straight right now. I can only imagine how you're feeling, Sayori.
Honestly, I'm exhausted.
I'll finish making your bed then.
It's poor Jean, man. Stop it!
My tea is cold, so I begin to drink it quickly to finish it off. I genuinely did not know he would just go up and down like 5 times. That's crazy.
I like how he can walk too. He can actually walk down the stairs, taking the lift because he's fucking lazy.
Do you really think it's over between us?
He said he has a girlfriend. That means it's over.
I know, I'm just so confused right now.
Let's get some sleep. Tomorrow we'll both be able to better think more clearly about this.
Sure.
Guide say it where you up the stairs. As we reach
Say
the
a
upper... Say a wee. As we reach the upper hallway, John comes out of the guest room. Here's the guest room. I just finished making the bed, so it's all yours.
Thanks.
John then goes into our bedroom.
If you don't remember, the upstairs bathroom is at the end of the hallway if you need it. Our bedroom is right next door. If you need any help during the night, don't hesitate to wake us up.
I will. Thank you for everything.
Give her a quick squeeze.
Of course, you're my
Sister?
friend.
She manages a weak smile and then goes into the guest room. I go into our room, change into some pajamas, and try and get some sleep. I'm gonna do a BRB because I need to piss.
Go ahead.
That's not the BRB screen. Alright, I'll be right back.
What was it?
It was
Okay,
the fucking
alright.
talk screen. Entertain them!
No. Here's the entertainment y'all will get. Just me.
Entertain
Just
them for me.
I'll try my best. You know, since it's just me and y'all, I can turn this stream into something political. You know, maybe get some under the table politics going. Talk about how the country's going, how the world's going. Global warming's a thing. You know, global warming's a thing, and you know, Taiwan's a country. And unfortunately, there goes the VOD for China, so it's been blocked. That's cool and dandy. That's fine. That's some high risk content right there. So I'm sorry, Stripe in advance if you go back to reading this. Um, yeah, I mean, the world is fun. It's fine. Could be better. Could be a lot better. Definitely. Can't get any worse than this. I mean, I mean, right now it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Can't get any worse than that. And you best enjoy it while it is where it's at now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, I'm gonna have to watch the VOD to see what she said.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Wow, Yuri, this is crazier than the time Burger King introduced the new Whopper meal for only $10.99. Sorry, I need to stop saying that.
You do a freaking advertisement for Nick Burger King now?
Yes. Either I'm too
Alright,
small or
that's
you're
fine.
too big. I can't tell. It's fine. Alright, let's go. Lying in bed, I spoon up next to John for comfort.
I got your VOD banned in China, by the way.
No! Actually, that's fine. Whatever. I can't believe that MC has been cheating on Sayori. Makes me feel uncomfortable and uncertain. What if something like that happened with John and I? Foreshadowing?
Oh no.
The idea seems ridiculous. I mean, Yaoi was making fuck me eyes to him, so...
Yeah, exactly.
The idea seems ridiculous. Although we have our issues, I can't imagine either of us doing that to the other. Of course, there was a time I would have thought of the same thing of Yuri and... not me, Sayori, and MC. Hold John tight and try to sleep. It is a long time in coming. Good fucking morning. Hun, wake up!
Huh? What?
Wake up! Monica's downstairs waiting for you. I groggily sit
shoot.
up.
Monica, but Sayori was the one who...
You and Monica were planning on visiting Natsuki together this morning, remember? I remember enough to... I wake up enough to remember not just Sayori's separation, but that Monica and I were going to go visit Natsuki! And looking at the clock, I see it's almost 8:15.
Oh, jeez, I can't believe I forgot to set my own alarm. Is Sayori up yet?
No, I thought it would be best to let her sleep.
Good idea. I'd better go down and tell Monica what's happened.
freaky Monica. Like, when she showed up, it was a genuine jump scare. I was like, wow, what the fuck is this?
I like how she's grown a lot taller.
I'm taller now, Yuri. I'm taller than you, even.
Yeah, I'm taller than you, Yuri. Isn't that great? Well, I suppose.
I go down to the living room in just my pajamas to see Monica waiting on the couch.
Morning. Did you have a late night or something? Didn't sleep well. Sayori came over and stayed the night with us. Oh, that's a pleasant surprise. I didn't think she'd be coming with us. It's not good news. MC took the kids and left to move in with his girlfriend last night. Oh. No. Yeah.
I yawn. Do you want me to make your morning tea?
If you have some leftover coffee, I'd have that. Black.
Damn. He looks at me questioningly. Usually I drink tea in the morning to help me wake up. He knows I don't like the smell or taste of coffee and only really drink it when I need the energy jolt. I butchered that, but it's fine. Okay. Did you want me to make you some, Monica?
Yes, please. I like that.
John leaves and soon comes back with 3 cups of coffee.
Flash.
I'm just really fast. He hands us ours and sets us down. I then
Maybe that accent really did help you out, make wonders.
Yeah. I then relate to them everything I remember Sayori telling me last night.
And then she came here so that she wouldn't be alone all night. That's good. I hate to think what would happen if she hadn't.
I shudder at the thought of having to cut her down again. Especially if it's too late, unlike last time.
Do you know?
Monica is interrupted by the sound of footsteps coming down the stairs.
Good morning, Sayori.
Hi, I'm here now.
Sayori comes into the living room with us.
Morning. It's good to see you, Monica. I'm guessing Yuri told you what happened.
Yeah, she did. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's been a long time coming.
Sayori, I have to ask, what name is your apartment being rented under?
I don't understand.
Is the rental agreement in your name, his name, or both?
I don't know. MC was the one who handled all the paperwork when we started renting it, so probably his.
Damn it. We need to move you out of your apartment now. Is there anything you can go? What about your parents' house? It's nearby, isn't it?
What are you talking about? Why do I need to move? MC's the one that left.
My sister went through a nasty divorce a couple of years ago. I learned some things seeing what happened to her. Since he has a key, he can just walk right back into the apartment anytime he wants. And unless he walked out with literally every possession he thinks is his, he certainly will. Can't we just change the locks? Depends on our lease agreement, but if his name is on it, then we can't legally keep him out of it without a court order. And if her name isn't, then he might be able to keep her out. It's safest if we get all of Sayori's belongings out now and have her stay somewhere else before he realizes this.
That seems so mean. I don't think even after everything that's happened that he would force me out onto the street and steal my stuff.
We didn't think he would leave you for another woman either. You can't trust him at all right now. I'm sorry, Sayori. Hopefully he won't do anything like that, but we have to take precautions just in case. So, have you told your parents about any of this yet? Can you move in with them?
They know we've been having problems, but I haven't told them about last night. I'm certain they'd let me move in once I tell them what's going on. However, they moved some time ago. It's a good half-hour drive away. Longer on the bus.
Oh, crap.
I'd have to quit my job if I moved in with them.
Well, in the meantime, maybe you can stay with Sean and I?
I don't want to be a burden on you guys. Just get a job there.
You won't be a burden. Move the fuck in. Yeah, that's what he said. I'm glad John is supporting me on this. I did make the invitation without asking him first.
Thanks.
Good. Sayori keeping her job would be best. It'll help show she's financially stable when it comes for the custody hearings.
My kids.
Monica sighs.
There isn't anything we can do about that right now, but trust me, we're going to make certain you at least have visitation. Which means we're going to need to find a divorce lawyer and... Do you have your own personal bank account, Sayori? One without his name on it?
No, I use our joint account for everything.
Nuts. Okay, everyone. Here's the plan. First, we're going to a bank and getting Sayori her own account. If you have a direct deposit from your job, you'll need to change it over as soon as possible. Remember, any money you put in the joint account, he can just take at any time. Second, we're going to your old apartment, removing all of your personal possessions.
Everything?
Yes. We have to assume that anything of yours that's left there, he'll either steal or throw away. Third, we find and talk to a divorce lawyer to look out for your interest and help you get your children back.
This all seems so sudden.
It is, but we have to move fast. Monica's right. I know you probably don't want to have to deal with it all this right now, but we absolutely do.
I know you're trying to help me and that this is for my own good, but I'm just so confused.
You're in shock. Life as you've known it has been completely turned upside down. But we're your friends. We'll help you get through this. So, is everyone in agreement with what is happening today?
I think you forgot, but someone should call Natsuki and let her know about the change of plans. Shoot, he's right. I completely forgot about Natsuki. How could you?
Oh my
How
God.
could you?
How could you, man? Thank you for remembering that, Sean. I'll call her right now. I'll go and get dressed while you do. That will allow us to leave right away.
I go upstairs, quickly change into jeans and a t-shirt, and then come back down.
I couldn't reach Natsuki. She's probably still working, but I left a message explaining the situation that we won't be able to visit today. It's almost 9 o'clock. If we leave now, we should be able to get to a bank right as they open. It would make sense if some of us went to Sayori's apartment and started packing while Sayori goes to the bank and opens her new account. You're the one with the car, Yuri, so I guess you can drop me off at Sayori's and then take her to the bank afterwards. Don't take too long though. After I finish packing her clothes, I'm going to need help to know what things Sayori wants to take and what should be left.
I'll come too and help Monica pack. I'm feeling a little weak today, so I must be able to help with the light items.
Is that everything then? Or are we forgetting anything?
Yeah, you're forgetting me, you dipshits.
Hey, you're forgetting freaking Natsuki, man. Come on. You need her, man. Take out Natsuki, to take out MC.
I will kick his ass. I will fucking murder him.
I don't know.
If there is, we'll worry about it later.
What are you doing? Come on. I noticed the expression on Sayori's face. She looks so lost. I feel a little bad that we're just telling her what to do, but I don't see any alternative. We need to take action quickly to keep her from getting hurt worse than she already has.
Okay, let's get going then.
After dropping Monica and Jean off at Sayori's apartment, I take Sayori to her bank. I offered to go in with her, but she says she'd rather do it alone. I think she's trying to retake control of her life in whatever small way she can. At least I hope so. Get a text from Monica while waiting outside.
When you're done with bank, can you get some boxes or something? Sure. We'll let Sayori know and get them on our way back. You two at the bank yet? We're here. Sayori wanted to open a account on her own, though. Hope she remembers to not have her statements go to her apartment. Oh, I didn't think of that. I'll ask her when she gets out. Okay, and don't forget we need strong boxes that can carry heavy stuff. Got it.
Put my phone away and begin reading my book. Barely read 2 chapters when Sayori comes out.
All finished?
Yeah, I have my own personal account now and transferred what I think is a fair amount from our joint account into it.
Sayori is too nice. If it had been me, I probably would have cleaned him out.
I got a message from Monica while you were in there. She wanted me to remind you that the bank statement shouldn't go to your old apartment.
When I told the teller I wanted to open my own personal account without my husband's name on it, she asked me if it was because of marital problems. After I told her he'd left me, became very sympathetic and helpful. She not only set up the account, but gave me the information I need to give to my boss to get my paychecks deposited into it instead of our joint account. She also recommended I use a completely different address than the one I shared with him. I used yours. I hope that's okay.
Of course it is. You're going to be staying with us anyways.
Teller also suggested I get a new phone on a fresh plan.
Oh dear, that's right. You can mess with your phone. You can cancel it completely.
I hate having to think such things about him.
Look at Sayori sadly. Can't imagine how hard this is for her. Honestly, I think she's handling it better than I would in her situation. Wish I knew what to say to help her feel better.
We should hurry. Monica needs us to pick up some boxes on our way back.
I know that wasn't the right thing to say, but it was the best thing I could think of. After leaving the bank, Sayori has us come to a small shop I've never been to before.
What are we doing here?
You said Monica needs boxes to help with the move.
Yes, but so shouldn't we go to one of those places that rents moving trucks?
I know they
sell them there.
They sell them here.
This is just a convenience store, one that seems to sell an awful lot of alcohol.
It practically is a liquor store. That's why we're here.
You know I don't have a problem with others drinking around me, but I'm not certain now is a good time for you to...
No, silly. They use really durable cardboard boxes to make certain glass bottles don't break during shipping. If we ask nice, the store might let us take out their own liquor boxes for free, since they would just throw them out anyway. If they don't, we can go somewhere else and buy them, but it doesn't hurt to come here and ask first. See, I'm smart.
I never would have thought of that.
That's what we did when we helped my parents move.
We go in and walk up to the counter.
Hi, do you have any used cardboard boxes you don't need anymore?
Cardboard boxes?
Yeah, just any old boxes you have laying around that you're just gonna get rid of anyways.
Sure. We had a delivery this morning. If you want, you can take those. We'll save it to and bring them down for recycling.
That would be perfect.
Oh yes, they're sitting in the alley. Just make sure you're right as you head out the door.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
My pleasure, ladies.
We find the boxes piled up near a dumpster. We collect the ones that are still clean to take them to my car. As we start to leave the alleyway, I stop and begin to giggle. I can't help it.
Yuri, what's so funny?
I blush a bit.
It's nothing. Kind of stupid, really.
Aw, I'm really curious now. Why are you laughing?
My mind was wandering a bit, and it suddenly struck me how random life can be at times. How every choice we make and everything that has ever happened to us takes us to every moment of our lives. The little ones as much as the big ones.
I don't get it.
take right now, for example, it's what made me think of it. Would you ever have imagined that day I walked into the Literature Club for the first time, that 20 years later we would be walking out of an alleyway together, carrying a bunch of empty liquor boxes?
It's been 20 years?
Guess so. So she's like 38.
Oh. Well, maybe not the alley or the liquor boxes, but us being together as friends? Sure. Still, I don't get what's funny about that.
People talk about how everything in their life leads them to major points in it. Graduation, marriage, awards, etc. But it's true for the small things as well. Everything we've ever done has led us to this one particular random moment of our lives, just as much as they've led us to the big ones.
I frown.
I guess it really isn't all that fun, I suppose. Like I said, it's kind of stupid.
You and Monica come up with such strange ideas sometimes.
Sorry.
It's fine. I guess it was just kind of silly to think our entire lives have led here. We should hurry and get these boxes back to Monica, though.
Oh, yes, you're right.
The small amount of cheerfulness Sayori seemed to get from going to the bank and store evaporate upon entering her apartment. Too many memories, I suppose. Monica and Jean did quite a bit, putting items they were certain Sayori would want to keep into piles. They quickly put those piles into the boxes and then start going through the rest of their stuff. Sayori didn't do much herself, mostly just stood around in the living room, looking around at everything wistfully. Though honestly, it was fine by us. It made it easier to show her something and ask if it was something she wanted to take or leave for MC.
Sayori, did you want to take any of the bedding in the closet over there?
Just a big patchwork quilt in the back. My grandma gave it to me.
What about this laptop on the table here?
The laptop is his, but the tablet and cables in the corner over there are mine.
Got it.
Sayori, should I pack any of the books in the bookcase in your bedroom?
Everything on the second shelf from the top is his and should stay, but the rest are mine.
Okay.
I grab a box, go into her bedroom, and carefully start putting books in it. After emptying the bookcase in Sayori's bedroom and putting the boxes in the car, I see Sayori looking extremely confused and crying. Jean and Monica don't seem to have noticed. I go up and ask her what she needs help with. Stop when I see what she has in her hand. Her wedding album. Although closed, I start to tear up as I remember how happy we had been when the pictures inside were taken. I remember it clearly. Natsuki and I in our bridesmaid dresses. Sayori looking radiant in her gown. Even MC. He looked so nervous in that suit of his, but he never stopped grinning the entire day. Memory of happy times. A reminder of the current pain. Sayori must be so conflicted right now. She noticed me standing nearby.
What should I do with this? I don't ever want to look inside again, but I don't even want to see the outside again, and it feels so wrong to throw it away. Which is probably what MC will do if I just leave it.
Put my arm around her shoulders and give her a gentle squeeze. Reach for the wedding album.
Give it here.
She hands it to me.
What are you gonna do with it?
Pick up a nearby empty box.
We're going to put it and everything else like it in this box. Then we're putting that box into deep storage where you'll never have to look at it again.
If I'm never gonna look at it again, why bother keeping it?
Because someday, years from now, when your kids are adults and having kids of their own, they may want it as part of their genealogy. Maybe even to help them remember the good times that you once all had together. That it wasn't always yelling and fighting.
She sighs.
You're right, especially Edward. He's so young. He's never really seen MC and I together happy. I can think of a few similar mementos that should go in that box with it.
She takes off her wedding and engagement rings. Haven't seen either of them off her finger since MC gave them to her. With barely a glance, she tosses them in. Year 19.
Damn.
Crazy. Come home from work and I'm a little surprised when John doesn't greet me. He's probably in bed. He seemed fatigued when I got up this morning. Hey, hon.
Bad day today.
Yeah, I got tired and laid down for a bit after you left. Since then, I've managed to make it to the bathroom and back once, but that was about it. John never knows how he's gonna feel from day to day. Today is a pretty bad one, worse than usual, but we've learned to just accept it. There isn't anything that can be done to improve his condition. And we're both well aware that he could be worse, much worse than what he deals with currently. I know I was supposed to get things ready.
It's okay, my love. Sarah knows what your bad days are like. She'll understand when I tell her how you're feeling.
Don't cancel. I know how much you enjoy her and the kids coming over like this.
I wasn't going to. We'll just improvise a bit. I'll order some pizzas instead of having the casserole you were going to make. I'm certain the kids will be fine with that.
Okay. I've just been so worried about this day. All day.
It's Sayori. After everything this past year, do you really think she doesn't understand this happens to you?
He smiles and shakes his head. You're right. You're right.
Do you want me to get you anything? If you've been stuck up here all day, I'm guessing you haven't eaten.
He sighs. I feel too tired to eat, but I know I have to. Can you get me a small bowl of oatmeal? I think I can handle that.
Of course.
In the kitchen, I get a single serving of instant oatmeal and put it in the microwave. So much has happened this past year. After getting moved out of her apartment, Sayori lived with John and I for 3 months. Then she moved in with her parents after finding a better paying job as a receptionist where they live. Though not able to live on her own yet, she's much more self-sufficient now than she ever was. She even bought her own car.
Oh, damn.
God. I'm brought out my
Fucking
musings
loud,
by
man.
the sound of the microwave going off. Take out the oatmeal, stir in a little milk the way John likes, and bring it up to him. After helping John eat, I come back down the stairs. Wonder if I have any time to... Apparently not. Throw open the door.
Sayori,
Yeah, it's me. Sorry we're a bit early.
that's never a problem. You're welcome here anytime. Come on in.
Sayori's divorce with MC was much nicer than I expected. Despite everything, they both managed to put their hostility aside and when it came to their kids. Even though I know that usually doesn't happen. MC has custody on the weekdays, while Sayori has them on the weekends. Curiously, MC and his girlfriend ended up moving back into his and Sayori's old apartment. Not sure why, but I think he did it to keep the kids from having to change schools. Because of this, Sayori drives out here almost every Friday to pick them up. She often stops by with them when she does. We don't see each other every week, but we do get together at least once or twice a month.
Come on in, James. How's school going?
Who did James?
You want me to do James?
I'll do James.
Okay.
Fine, I guess.
Like that freaking nerd at the freaking library.
Yeah, kinda. He looks so much like his father. In addition to spending more time with Sayori, I've spent more time with her children this past year. Done my best to try and get to know them and be friends with them. But while we have spent quite a bit of time together, they're all still a bit distant to me. It's not certain why. Hi, Edward. Are you gonna say hello to me today? As usual, he just scoots past me towards Sayori without saying a word. He's very shy. Every time I see him, I can't help but remember how he and Natsuk were going to be twins. Don't even think Sayori remembers that anymore. Hey, Meredith.
I
As
got her.
usual, she is absorbed in a book. She reminds me a lot of myself at that age. Despite our similarities and common interests, I have trouble connecting with her. I struggle so much with making friends already. How do I do so with someone as introverted as myself?
What are you reading today? Harry Potter again. That's a fun series. Yeah.
Not knowing what else to say, I close the door behind her and we head into the living room. Where's John?
He's in bed for the evening.
One of his bad days again?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
they happen.
I know. I hope he feels better tomorrow.
We'll find out in the morning. Though, because of that, the tuna noodle casserole we're planning on having hasn't even started yet.
Look at this little fucker's face. You can't see. Hold on. I have to move myself so that stream can see it. Look at this little fucker's face.
I referred to him as a little fucker.
Because that's what he is. Look at that face. He's a little fucker. Anyways, he gets to go back into the nightmare zone.
Oh boy. Alrighty.
Alright.
I can help you cook.
I appreciate the offer, but it will take too long. I was planning on just ordering some pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Yeah, pizza!
You don't need to do that.
It will take over an hour to make and cook the casserole. That will really cut into our game time. Game time? Can I play Minecraft?
Meredith is completely addicted to Minecraft. It's the one thing I know that is guaranteed to make her put down a book.
No, we're here to visit and do things together.
But Minecraft is multiplayer!
I know, I used to stream it.
I smile inwardly to myself as Meredith's vain attempts to get her in the way. What the fuck did I just say? I already know that
I have no
Sayori
idea.
is going to put her foot down on this.
You know, Yuri and John only have one computer, which means no multiplayer.
Technically true, we only have one desktop. Though John finally did get his server working again some time ago. However, it's not capable of playing games.
And your dad said you've used up all your screen time for today anyway.
Meredith grumbles.
Your mother and I were planning on board games tonight again. Fine.
Who did Edward?
I don't think we did
Wait,
it. We're-
is Edward the little fuck?
That's James, right? James in the middle.
Yeah, that's James in the middle. It is the little fuck.
Can we play the train game? Aunt Yuri, can you do the funny thing?
Okay. Did a roar.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you got that.
Read the book.
I'm okay with that if. Read the book.
I look at Sayori questioningly.
His fucking face.
Oh my god, I'm losing my goddamn mind over this fucking child. What the fuck? Why? Hold on. Until he's gone, I'm on this side of the screen.
That's the face of Disney. Get it wrong.
Can I fucking hold on? Can I fucking like get that image just real quick?
Oh god.
Can I like?
Go ahead.
Hold on. I want to see if I can do something here.
Yeah, go ahead. See what you can do.
Oh shit! No, I gotta like. Hold on, no.
Freaking face, man. It's just. Done it wrong.
Read the book.
Read the book, Yuri.
Play the game.
Gary, he's getting away. Mommy, she's getting away.
Mommy, she's getting away. Get in the car. Give me the iPad.
Oh my god. Why is this kid like? Why is this the thing that's sending us?
I don't know. It's the freaking face, dude. Oh my god. It's so...
Hold on. I don't want to move you. Alright. I think that will work. That's a good substitute.
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't even know what I'm talking
I
about.
can see it on the fucking street.
Mom,
Oh my god.
I want appy juice.
God. Hurry up. Let's get this crap done.
Sure, how about we team up together again, though, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ticket to Ride, what Edward calls the train game, is a little old for him, but he does have fun placing the pieces on the board for Sayori while she plays. I did this one, right?
Yeah, you did, James.
Are we still having pizza?
Yes. What kind do you like?
I ignore the silent look Sayori gives me. Sayori, why are you staring me down, bro? I know she's been trying to get the kids to eat healthier meals. Alright, yeah. And honestly, I'm a bit worried about my own weight. I'm nowhere near as thin as I used to be. I don't care. I don't care, Yuri. Pizza time. It's pizza time. If we start making the casserole now, it would just be me and Sayori doing it.
Order the pizza.
God damn it, this fucking kid! God. This kid is derailing us.
Choose that freaking Sprite for him, dude.
This kid is fucking derailing us. Fuck this guy.
It's just how small the freaking Sprite is compared to everybody else.
Yeah, it's just his head and his deadpan stare. Meredith would read her book while James and Edward would get bored and probably start roughhousing.
Fuck you.
Not veggie.
I want cheese. Order the cheese.
I look towards Meredith, but she's completely focused on her book again and paying no attention to anything besides it.
Sayori, would you be okay with one pepperoni and one plain cheese for everybody?
No. But you're the one getting them, so whatever you choose is fine.
Okay. Then how about you set up the game while I place the order?
I love that. I love that this fucking kid has just derailed us so hard.
My freaking throat hurts, dude. My freaking throat hurts.
Alright.
Fucking Sayori's voice is fucked now. When I get off the phone from ordering the pizza,
Meredith's short voice, dude.
I see that Sayori has already gotten the game ready on the floor.
I'm gonna say Monica's line now. Okay, everyone. Pick their color.
Who's there? Color though in that context. Who's there?
My family.
Could I be blue?
Okay, everyone, pick their color.
Here you go.
I wanted to be blue.
James already picked it, but we can be green
Oh,
instead.
but I want to be blue. Take the blue.
Yes.
Take the blue. Give it a blue. Did a card. Did a blue. Mommy's getting away. Do something. I guess.
How about you, Meredith? What color do you want? Damn it.
Nothing.
Meredith, it's
Nothing.
time to put the book away. We're gonna be spending time together.
Okay, but can I finish this chapter at least?
Well, it sounds like a reasonable request. Sayori, of course, knows better.
I'm giving you 60 seconds to finish the page you're on and put your bookmark in before I take the book away.
Meredith finishing a chapter is like me finishing a chapter. Without a strict time limit, she'll forget about stopping and just keep going.
Fine, fine.
Meredith puts her book away and sits down on the floor to play with us.
I'll take red.
I hand her the red pieces.
In that case, I'll be yellow.
He's fucking staring at us again.
Fucking child, man.
Here are your starting cards.
Sayori passes out the cards to everyone. I look through mine and begin planning out my route.
We've got lots of white ones, Mom.
Oh no. Good to know.
Edward, you shouldn't tell people what color cards you have until you're ready to play them.
Okay. Play the cards. Bunny card.
We roll a dice to see who goes first, and James begins. I'll draw. He takes 2 green cards. I love that his voice changes with every single fucking line I do of him. Okay, so he's not interfering with what I'm trying to do.
It's our turn. Can I place the trains down now? I want to place the trains.
Not yet. We need more of this color.
She directs his attention toward a card in her hand.
Before we can put down some trains.
There's one you can get.
You're right.
Sayori collects a white and a red card. Knowing Edward, he probably wasn't lying when he said Sayori has a hand of white. If she drew one, that means she's probably gonna try and go there or there. Good, that means she's gonna play on spots I don't need. Prefer to build up a lot and lay down all at once so no one knows what I'm doing.
Are you going to take your turn, Yuri? I'm thinking.
Surprises people when they discover that I'm quite competitive when playing board games. Probably because I don't really compete with anything else. It's the one reason Jean and I don't play them by ourselves very often. Not only is it hard to find good 2-player games, but I almost always win. Not to toot my own horn.
Not to do my own horn, mind you.
He's very much a social gamer, which is why he likes tabletop RPGs so much. Though if he really tried, he would probably crush me since he was so much better with numbers than I am.
I'm going to take some tickets. Finally, I'm taking the wild.
So Yuri, have you talked to Natsuki at all recently?
Natsuki still stays pretty quiet in the group chat, but Sayori has learned we talk directly from time to time.
We spoke on the phone last week. Nothing new with her as usual.
What'd you talk about? If you don't mind me asking.
It's okay.
Voice.
We mostly just talked about the new trailer for the second Parfait Girls movie coming out this summer. I saw that online. I'm really excited for it. You like Parfait Girls? Yeah, I watched the first movie at my friend's house.
I turn towards Sayori.
Natsuki and I are planning on seeing it together when it comes out. Assuming we can get all of our schedules figured out, why don't we plan for all of us to see it together? You, me, Natsuki, Sean, Meredith, even James and Edward if they want.
I would love to see Natsuki again.
Excuse me, parfait girls.
Do you not like it?
Uh,
Have you seen or read it?
well, no.
I admit it may not be to your taste, but I would suggest watching the first movie at least once.
This fucking kid is still staring at us. I hate him so
It's not
much.
as girly as it sounds. Dude.
Parfait Girls. Wait, isn't that the name of the manga series you and Natsuki used to read in high school?
Yes. Even after high school, we both read it until the series finally ended.
I read the first few volumes with Natsuki back before. Well, before MC joined. I liked the beginning when it was mostly slice of life, but lost interest when the plot started to pick up.
Wait, there is a Parfait Girls book?
A manga, actually.
Yes, I would suggest... Oh, that must be the pizzas.
Where did you order the pizzas
Okay,
from?
whose turn is it? What was it?
Where'd you order the pizzas from?
I think it was Pizza Hut. I'm not sure though.
Oh. Alright.
It's Mom's turn.
We always say Burger's Pizza.
Are you sure we shouldn't wait until we finish eating?
But Mom, if we stop, we might not even have time to finish, and I'm currently winning.
I try to hide a smile. Meredith might be visibly ahead in points right now. She's not actually winning. She's focused too much on short-term gains.
The kids are old enough that I'm certain they won't be a problem.
Sayori glances towards Edward. Edward isn't touching the
Edward
cards.
isn't touching the cards, and we'll double check his hands before he puts pieces on the board. Besides, I also would like to make certain we finish the game too.
Some nights we've played board games and had dinner together. We ran out of time before Sayori had to leave for her parents' place. She tries to maintain a consistent bedtime with them even on the weekends, and it takes a while for her to drive home.
Alright. Yuri says it's okay to play while we eat. Just make sure you're careful and use your napkins. You don't want to make a mess and ruin our game.
We know.
I pass out some plates and napkins to everyone. Is there anything to drink?
Just water today.
Aw, man. I don't want Sayori to get upset with me for giving the kids pizza and sugary drink. Fine. Get some glasses and fill them halfway with water. I don't think the kids will spill, but if they do, I want to minimize the damage. We all sit down on the floor with our meal and continue our game. It's your turn, Mom!
Oh, right.
Sayori draws some cards. Also draw some more cards.
So as I was saying, Meredith, if you like the Parfait Girls movie, you should read the original manga.
I don't know. Manga has never really applied to me. It never really appealed to me.
Oh no.
I prefer real books.
She's gonna say the line. She's gonna say the thing. Say
Oh,
the
no.
line. I look towards Sayori, but she's busy helping Edward, who was having trouble with the cheese slicing off his pizza, though not near the game. I don't think she's noticed the direction the conversation has gone. I'm tempted to shout out that manga is literature for old time's sake. You should. But I know it wouldn't mean anything to Meredith, so I resist the urge.
I used to think that about manga as well.
Say the line.
And while I do prefer novels more, I found that manga and comics can tell deep and interesting stories. Really? Yes, though I admit not all of them are worth reading. but that is true for non-graphical books as well. Give Parfait Girls a chance. Don't discount it simply because it's a manga. Maybe. I'll think about it.
I suspect Meredith is only humoring me, but I don't want to push her on it.
Okay, Edward, we're gonna have to lay down some trains again. Wipe your hands and then get 4 of them for me.
Okay.
He does a decent job cleaning his fingers and then counts out 4 trains.
We're gonna place them right here.
Sayori points at the part of the board she wants them to go to. Edward carefully lines up the trains where Sayori pointed.
Your turn again, Yuri.
I set down my slice of pizza, carefully wipe the grease off my hands, and take a peek at my hand of cards. I know I'm close to having enough, but I can't quite remember exactly how many I needed again.
Oh, let me guess. You're going to take 2 yet again, aren't you? How did you guess?
I take 2 random cards. I'd rather have too many than not enough.
It's the only thing you've done all game. Aren't you ever going to play a train?
Gee, whoa.
Don't you remember the other times we played this? She does this every time. He lays down some trains. Nuts. I was planning on going there. Can still go around as long as... James looks at me and grins. Even though I haven't placed a single train yet, he knows he's cutting off my planned route. Should have played instead of drawing. I waited 1 turn too long. On my next turn, I lay down my first set of trains in one of the 2 spots he can cut me off. On his next turn, James lays down trains in the other spot I needed. I sigh. That was the game right there. Though I doubt Sayori or Meredith realize it. Might as well play out the remaining turns for their sake, but James has already won.
So, Sayori, do you think Monica will get any of those new jobs she's applying for?
Why is she applying for new jobs?
Exactly. What happened?
Maybe she just doesn't like them.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
She sounds really determined to get away from our old job into one that doesn't require her to travel so much. Sorry, I'm distracted. You know what she's like when she set her mind on something. She's sent out at least a dozen applications across the country.
Yeah, I'm really excited that one of the jobs she applied for is here in town.
Moniker in town?
Moniker in town? That sounds like the name of a freaking book. Moniker in town.
Really? I didn't hear that.
It was in the group chat earlier this week.
I must have missed it.
Oh, that's right. I don't think you ever responded that day. Did something happen?
Ever since the divorce, Sayori has become much more social and active in the group chat again.
Just a rainy day. They happen, you know.
Give her a concerned look.
It wasn't too bad. I even went to work that day. And of course my parents were there.
Good. I know you don't like people worrying about you, but I do.
I do too, Mom.
Thanks. I've learned to tell myself that people worry because they care. It helps. Anyways, is Monica moving back?
Maybe. She has sent out a lot of applications. But she did say that she'd rather take a job here than elsewhere so that she's close to friends and family.
It would be great to have her around again. We could do things together like we used to. And maybe our kids would become friends too.
Kiko and Edward are pretty close in the age.
Yeah, they are.
Sayori furrows her brows a bit. That was not the correct reading. That's fine. I'm pretty certain I know what she's thinking. She'd been worried about Edward being left out of activities because of the age difference between her and her 2 older children. She doesn't want to say it outright in front of them, though. It wouldn't be an issue if the other half of his soul had arrived.
Oh,
Damn.
we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Even if she doesn't end up moving back, hopefully we'll be able to visit if she comes for an interview.
Assuming they don't do the interview remotely. That's what they did at the place I work out now, even though it's just a 10-minute drive from where I live.
Really? I haven't applied for a job in so long. I didn't know they did that now.
But you really should stay on top of that kind of thing.
Why? I love my job, but with budgeting, it pays enough to meet our needs.
Even if you don't plan to leave your job, it's a good idea to keep your resume up to date to know what jobs are out there. You never know when you might need it. That's foreshadowing, by the way. I'm serious. I needed to unexpectedly.
I know she's talking about her divorce, which is an uncomfortable subject for her, especially in front of her kids. The awkwardness is broken by James calling out, "Final turn!" Looking over, I see that James is now out of pieces, which signals the final turn. Normally, I would have been paying closer attention for that, but I've been playing on autopilot while talking to Sayori, especially since he eliminated me some time ago. We all take our final turn and then count up the points.
Looks like James is the winner tonight.
Really? He beat Yuri?
By quite a bit. Yuri's actually in last place.
She let you win.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh. I didn't let anyone win. He beat me fair and square.
She looks at me doubtfully.
It's true. Look at the board.
I point to where James cut me off.
I lost the turn. He took that spot before I did. That spot is only worth 2 points, though. You're forgetting about all the route and ticket bonuses I don't get without it. Oh.
Now you see it?
That was pretty clever, little bro. Indeed.
I playfully ruffle James's hair a little.
I'm going to have to keep an eye on him next time we play together.
He grins at me.
Alright, we need to clean up now and get ready to go. Edward, can you get all the trains and sort them by color?
Yeah.
Pick up the pizza boxes.
I'll put the leftover pizza away.
James, can you get the glasses and move them in the kitchen?
Sure.
Meredith, why don't you... No, put the book down and come help us.
I set the pizza boxes on the counter and then get some real sealable bags. What should I do with the glasses?
The dishes in the dishwater are still dirty, so just put them in there, please.
Okay. He opens the dishwasher and carefully places the glasses inside. While he does, I start putting the remaining pizza slices in the bag. Sean and I will most likely eat them for lunch tomorrow. Good. Hey, before you put them all away, can I have one more slice?
Of course, help yourself.
He takes the last slice of pepperoni, sits down at the table, and begins eating it. Sayori comes in with dirty napkins to throw them away. Hey, Yuri.
Yes?
Why don't you have any kids? Question hits me like a freight train.
Do the train.
Sayori? I like saying my name sometimes. It reminds me of who I am. James, there are some...
It's okay, Sayori. I know he doesn't understand.
Understand what? I don't even want to think about what he asked me, much less talk about it, but I can turn this into a life lesson for him. Besides, he's never asked me a personal question before. Maybe this will allow us to become closer. That's more important than my discomfort. Sit down at the table next to him.
Sean and I aren't able to have any. Some time ago, I got really sick. They had to do an
Thank you.
operation to save my
Hi.
life, and it left me unable to
I'd
ever
leave
have
if I
kids on
could.
my own. What was it?
Chat. I was talking to chat. It's chill.
Oh, okay.
I patiently wait for him to ask what I know he's going to next.
Well, why don't you just adopt?
There it is, right on cue, just like everyone else.
We tried, but adopting is a lot harder than you think. And after the car accident, we couldn't afford it anymore.
I'm sorry. That's really sad.
Yeah, it is. But that's just life. Sometimes it is sad with people getting sick, hurt, even dying.
Or divorced.
Yeah, or divorced. But life also has times of joy and happiness too. Even simple things like spending an evening eating pizza and playing games together.
Even though you lost?
I enjoy a challenge, and you beat me fair and square.
He grins.
A word of advice, though.
He looks at me questioningly.
You shouldn't ask someone without kids why they don't.
Why?
Because there are only two answers to that question. The first being that they just don't want them, and you come across as rude for asking. The second being that they can't. Like Sean and I, and it hurts to talk about it.
Sayori comfortably puts her hand on my arm.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
I try to smile at him.
I know you didn't. That's why I'm telling you all this. It isn't something I normally talk about. Edward, give me my book! Give me back my book now!
The sound of Edward's laughter from the living room tells us he's trying to force Meredith into a game of keep away again. That's the best I can do. Sayori leaves the kitchen to go check on them. James resumes eating his pizza again. Start to get up to finish putting away the other slices. As I do, I see his face. He seems really troubled. Oh dear. It's a good thing you don't have kids of your own, since you just mess up things with them. Sit back down and put my arm around him to try and comfort him.
You didn't do anything wrong by asking.
He looks at me, a little puzzled.
You didn't know. And asking questions is how we learn. Normally it's a good thing. But now that you know, it's a question you shouldn't ask again. Okay?
Sure. I feel like I've completely messed up my attempt at a life lesson and don't know how to fix it. Not knowing what else to do, I stand up and resume putting the pizza away.
Damn.
You're 20.
Hey, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it for here.
Alright, what the fuck?
Wait, what the? Wait, is that the? Wait, what?
MC2 Electric Boogaloo, there he is! That was fast, Sayori.
Wait, don't tell me that's the red-haired kid from the freaking library.
I hope to God it's not. Oh my god. Why did you put that idea into my brain?
Oh no.
Alright. Anyways, you were saying.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it.
Oh, that's fair,
Call
because this is a good place to stop anyways, because we just finished the...
Yeah, we just finished
year.
the chapter.
Alright, Edward, you get to go into the abyss. Goodbye, buddy. Alright. Let me just go ahead and save that shit. Come on. Thank you.
Hang
What?
in there, Stripe. Hang in there.
What a fucking adventure that was.
Holy shit, man. So much has happened.
Yeah, I feel like last part was just a lot of Yuri strawberry moments, but now it's actually like getting good again, which is nice.
I know, like, not gonna lie, like, throughout that last stream, I was kind of starting to lose it, but it's actually picking up now. Great.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. But yeah, we might try and do this later on. We'll see how things go. We will be finishing the mod though. I'm
Hell yeah.
putting that into stone now. That is in stone, rock hard. We'll try and finish it before
Rock hard.
Yeah. We'll try and finish it before Monica May is over too. Does that
All right,
work
hell
for
yeah.
you?
Yeah, it's fine. Hell yeah.
All right, chill.
I'm trying not to respond to my freaking like story voice, so yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll don't know when we'll be streaming this next. We'll figure it out, but if we don't stream this next time, I will be doing something on my own, and we'll be doing it the time after that. But just plan for it to be this next time. Okay. Have a good one.
Yes, ma'am. Oh yeah, before I forget, let me just say this real quick. Like I said
Yeah,
earlier,
go for it.
guys, enjoy life while you can. Enjoy it, and just enjoy the things that you got now.
That's what you were saying
That's
earlier?
that's all I'm trying to say here, guys.
All right. Awesome. All right. Good night, everyone.
You have to watch that VOD. You have to watch that part of the VOD to understand why I'm talking like that.
Yeah.